I don't know what to do. We don't have Macho.
Well, he's having some problems right now. I didn't want to say anything, but he is at a Pray the Gay Away ceremony. Apparently he's been having some issues with attraction going the wrong way. And so he went to some youth leaders, got him around him, and I think they're trying to pray the gay away right now.
I'm sure they're not laying hands on them though, because
probably from a 6-foot distance.
Yeah, there you go. Doing a social distance prayer with that.
Don't want to get his hopes up.
Yeah. Sorry, Macho. We're praying for you, man. You're going to pull through it. You and your wife will have a stronger relationship after this, or you'll be besties. You know.
Well, and I mean, you work in a bike shop. You know what I mean? Like all you see is like tight pants and riding bikes all day. So
not even motorcycles, like little bicycles, like a child.
Yeah.
Ring ring.
That's gonna.
Picture he has a basket with the tassels when he rides.
Yeah, for someone in his position and his condition, that's just not the best environment. So
no, it's constant temptation all day long.
We're pulling for you, Macho.
We're pulling for you, Macho. We love you
from a distance, though. Don't come here.
Yeah,
you know.
I'll just say this: if I ever go to the movies with you, there's going to be a hetero seat between us, maybe 2.
Gotta have that. Oh, by the way, not that I don't enjoy making fun of Macho struggling with the desires of the flesh towards men, but we have our 500th again back for
the third or fourth time.
Aaron Calamari.
Aaron, 500, number 500. Thank you.
I suspect he unsubbed and resubbed just to get that sweet 500 spot.
Oh yeah, we appreciate.
I would.
Yeah. What up, Southern Cecil? What up, Stat Zero? You got Zaid Comics, Big Philly style up in the chat.
Yo.
Zaid Comics complimenting our intro. Thank you.
You know, it figures Macho wouldn't be here because I was all on Twitter being like, "Yeah, all the goons are back together finally, all 4 of us," and then that chump bails on us.
No, and that's what he gets.
He might be late, but
we'll see.
Never trust a Virginian.
Never trust a gay Virginian.
You're gonna get us struck. Well, welcome everybody to Breaking Rad. I'm just taking over hosting because
do it.
I've been doing it all year so far. So
yeah, it's all you, baby.
Welcome everybody to Breaking Rad. I am your host, Mark Marianelli. I don't have to say Vince McSix anymore. We got our old intro back, which was very nice. It's not the new one I made, but
that's because David's not here tonight. We'll play it next week.
So we'll wait for a night when David's here. But I did include him. But how are my? Do I have to say our names? I'm Mark, 6 AM Comics. Find me on Twitter. This is Cal Jameson.
I'm Samuel L. Jackson. Nice to meet you.
And this is
I'm Sam Elliott. My name is Sam Elliott.
How do you feel about the gays, Sam Elliott?
Stop it! Get us in trouble tonight. What's with your your name there, Muddy?
Well, I just wanted to go straight marketing tonight, so that everybody knows where they can get at me, because I got several things in the cooker right now.
Like a baby?
No, dude. I'm talking about business opportunities. You know, I'm kind of a jack of all trades, and so I've got business opportunities. If anybody needs help with anything, like if you need a commission, I've got commissions open right now. You can go to this link and see what I've been up to recently. I can do all kinds of graphic design and lettering and print pre-production. I know a lot of people in Comicsgate need help with print pre-production for their books. And I've also got Hero Blood of Patriots, which is the comic book that Macho and I created. It's up on eBay right now if you want the physical copy. And it's also, we have a digital copy that we'll sell you. And you can find everything at that very convenient link below me.
Oh, Aaron says Muttman is awesome at pre-press.
Yeah. I've helped out Aaron a couple times, and his projects are really fun too.
Stat, I thought you were talking about getting rid of a body or something. That's your next comic. Leave it to Mutt. Well, I mean, look at the guy. Obviously, he looks like he's buried a few bodies.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do, especially out in the country.
You got to do what you got to do. Well, we don't have a show flow, do we? We stopped doing those, didn't we?
Nah.
Yeah, it's regular, you know.
Well, look, we got Stat here. We got Aaron here.
Yeah, we got
maybe
these
Southern
guys.
Cecil stuck ready. You want to do? We'll do a little name that death.
I think.
Hey, before we do, I wanted to say the Stat has been putting out all kinds of great
the polls
on Twitter.
Yes.
And I think like Stat, I don't know if I'm the only one that's told you this, but I think that is a great calling because you are really good at how you word those and how you explain them, and then how you interact with people who are answering those. So keep up the good work on that because we need those answers.
Stat is a little digital light in the darkness.
Sure is.
Little. Is there a bird that lights up? I wish there was like a bird that lit up, but there isn't. So,
Bioluminescent bird. There should be.
Eddie Winkler. What's
What
up?
up, Eddie?
Happy Tuesday to you as well, sir.
Just in time for Name That Death.
Yeah. He
Which
heard
I
the
think
sounds
we should
of
go
death
ahead
and was
should
summoned.
run that intro.
Let's do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Name That.
We haven't done this in a while. Name That Death. We're going to play a clip of a movie death. You name the movie. I usually have a system where I do like a super easy one and they get harder. It's kind of just a smorgasbord of death this week.
Delicious.
I've been busy. So you know what?
Nutritious.
No particular order. I'm not, the first one I think is easy, but I've thought they were easy before and these knuckleheads.
I know this probably. Most likely I know it.
I hope you know it. Everyone in the chat's going to know this one. Number one.
Fright Night.
Yeah. Wait, what?
No, Frighteners.
Thank you, Cal.
Frighteners.
Fright Night. I'm mad with you. That's one of my favorite deaths ever because I love how the ghost head is just waiting in the body.
Yeah. I heard 3 from Stat. You let me have that one.
See, Zayd was Phil was panicking. He's frightener.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't want to miss it. I'm just gonna give it to Phil because I like him more. So, but good job, Cal.
This is how this show works, basically. We're just at the mercy of 6 a.m. comics.
1 point, Phil. The Cal honorable mention for Cal. Oh, he's mad now. He's going to start playing Elder Ring.
Don't.
We have to be nice to Cal now because otherwise he just stops paying attention.
Yeah, like he's got a secret weapon. He'll just start playing games and be happy.
It's not like Elden Ring is on my giant TV right now.
Yeah, I see you looking up at it every 3 seconds.
Yeah, you're long.
And my character is just standing there with a sword over his shoulder, and I'm just.
Can I just point? Your eyes are bloodshot too. Like, how much have you been playing?
Not.
You haven't slept enough.
They're normal.
That's for sure. That's definitely not normal.
That's what I look like all the time. I have to try really hard to keep them like this.
Number 2. I'm skipping ahead.
Have I got a shock for you? You stupid toy!
There will be no mercy.
They got it.
They already got. Oh, he's on fire tonight. He's ready.
Wow.
I guess it constitutes as a death, right? It's a 12,
Yeah.
They were alive.
Yeah.
That movie
I never
is
saw that.
not made for children, by the way, as I recall. It was kind of it was messed up. That is a great movie. It's really screwed up. Tommy Lee Jones as a toy.
Huh.
It's amazing.
Didn't know that.
All right. Well, number 3, just breezing through them.
Is this movie about Nazis?
Mm. Haven't seen it in a while. WTF is not an answer.
He's
Mr.
dumb.
Diaz.
Is it the one about the Nazis go to the moon?
No, not Dark City. I don't recall any Nazis on the moon with this one. I will say the guy getting electrocuted was Sean Connery, if that helps.
Oh man, no, it doesn't.
Should we look at it one more time?
Yeah, let's watch it one more time.
Let's play it.
Stat got it. The Avengers. The real Avengers.
Oh yeah, the other Avengers. Yeah.
I don't remember that. That was a really rad special effect.
That was pretty sweet. That was in the 90s too.
Yeah, man, it still holds up. It looked like.
Yeah, it looked pretty. I think it was 90s. I might be wrong. Yeah, I don't think anybody's seen it since it came out. But most people that saw it when it came out wish they hadn't seen it when it came out, probably. Yeah, well, there you go. Point. So we got 1 for Stat, 2 for Phil, honorable mention for Cal. We're doing good so far. But so far we got Phil Diaz in the lead. He's gonna claim another belt tonight, aside from the tag team championship belt.
All right, number 4.
Ever misses. Stop! Oh no!
I just want to see it again. I don't know it. I just want to see it again.
Do it.
You want to watch it again?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ever misses. Stop! Oh no!
Stat ties it up.
So fun.
Stat tied it up. Double take.
Double take. What was that about?
I don't know. It was one of those early 2000s buddy cop things.
Was it Wesley Snipes? I couldn't see who that was.
No, it was the guy from Undercover Brother. What's his name?
Oh, okay, yeah. Can't remember.
Something. I can't think of it. But that guy.
Yeah.
Another movie I remember nothing about. That ending's great though. He shot himself like 5 times going down the stairs, dude.
That was funny, man. I never saw that.
All right. Orlando Jones and Eddie Griffin. That's the guy.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Stat, the algorithm. He's been rebooted. He's ready.
That's not extra points though, just because you know that stat.
No, we'll see. Depends who I want to win tonight. Feeling frisky. Got my mojo back.
Yeah.
We're back and breaking rad. We're doing it again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, macho though.
Well, you know, he's
He
dealing
brings
with
it up.
stuff.
He's always bringing it down.
He's bringing
That
it down.
macho.
Bringing it down and then bringing it out, apparently, based on the...
Hopefully they're bringing down the gay. That's what I hope.
Macho's a strong dude. I don't know. He's a tough nut to crack. Number 5.
Number 5.
I wish they had showed it. Is the only thing that bugs me.
I love how it's going like really slow, and then when he goes towards it, it's like it's like airplane propeller.
Was that Charlie Sheen?
Twas.
Charlie Sheen.
And James Gandolfini was the guy in the parachute.
Oh, okay.
Get off IMDb.
I'm not.
Look at you. I see you typing. I'm out. Was that Charlie Sheen? I'm out. You don't get out.
Okay, Stat. It's your opportunity.
Come on, Statty. When you go on IMDb, you're just fueling Stat Zero. He is the database. So, you're just giving him the algorithm he needs.
I'm trying to remember a name or guess anything about it. Can you give us like the first letter?
T.
Is it the?
No. Look, Cal pretending like he might know this. He's thinking so hard. Stat got it.
Terminal velocity.
Stat takes the lead. Terminal velocity.
Oh,
Scary Movie 3.
You know, recently I heard Trump talking about how big of a waste of space those windmills were.
They were.
oh, really?
Yeah, because he says that they're responsible for killing lots of
Birds.
like birds and different creatures that fly.
Huh.
And yeah, he was saying basically like they stop working, they're hard to maintenance, and then they're just stuck there, and they make things ugly.
Yeah.
Also, what's required to make them work? Doesn't that require
Wind?
No, they do not go on wind.
Yeah,
Wind generates stuff.
The wind generates the power.
Some of the wind blows those giant propellers around.
Yeah, but they don't produce enough energy to really do much. Is what the rub is. I don't know if it's true or not.
But they make great movies. Mission Impossible 3 had a good windmill scene.
Oh,
Knocks the helicopter down. They're having like a helicopter chase through a windmill for some reason. I don't know why they don't go over them.
Yeah.
Another one I haven't seen in a long time. All right, well, number 6, Stat, I think is going to claim a win tonight.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Oh, damn. You got the point now, don't you, Blake?
I love speeding these up.
Third rock from the sun.
Third rock from the sun.
Final answer.
Don Quixote would agree. No, that's really your final. No, you stop that.
Quixote. That's Don Quixote.
Quixote. That's what I said.
Read a book. Read a book.
Read a book.
We're comic guys. We don't read. Steel. I wish Steel was that awesome.
What if Denzel Washington was Steel?
Superman.
Ricochet.
Whoa.
Ricochet.
I mean, I think you just read it off a Stat answering, but
no, of course not. Final answer.
You liar.
Final answer.
Stat already got it. Punk.
Hey, nice one, Stat.
Stat's a man. Stat is in like he's in beast mode tonight.
Is that a good movie?
I mean, obviously.
Well,
you got Denzel and a mustache. It's amazing.
Well, that's true. But is it
What was
like
that,
is it a good film? Is that Ice-T in it too?
Yeah, of course. That man, I think it's a good film. I think I remember it being a good film. Any of those like crappy action movies from like the 80s are all awesome.
Yeah.
Or 90s. That might have been a 90s one.
What's funny is like compared to nowadays, they're all really good.
Yeah.
We used to go and be very picky about movies. Like you'd pay, of course, $30 or whatever to take a date to a movie. And so if it wasn't good,
you took her to Ricochet.
If you take her to go see Ricochet, you're like, I didn't get my $30 worth out of that. Now, like movies are like everywhere for next to nothing. So it's all about quantity.
Hey, girl, you want to go see Ricochet?
I take you.
What's up?
Treat you right, girl.
Yeah.
Ricochet.
What's up? What
You
you
like
doing
Denzel?
on Friday night?
Yeah, you take him to see Denzel, You got it.
You heard about that new movie with Ice-T? Yeah, I'm talking about Cop Killer.
Yeah, you like
Ricochet.
Ice-T? Yeah. You like Third Rock?
Got the guy from that in it.
Yeah. Third Rock from the Sun was a pretty good show.
I couldn't stand that. I didn't like the guy that talked like that all the time. I can't stand that guy. That voice.
French Stewart? Is that his name?
I also really didn't like
the fact that you know French Stewart. That is amazing.
French Stewart.
Cal knows actors. I just realized that.
I used to play a lot of 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon. We'd go to Denny's at midnight, and I'd get myself a Moons Over My Hammy or a Meat Lover's Skillet, and we'd 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon until the early morn. So yeah,
that sounds like such a Cal thing. I just don't know.
It's like
there's
the
no one else
cheesiest Christian rap song I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, the funny thing is,
playing 6 degrees to the morning.
My crew had like nemesis. There was a group of people we called the Superman gang or Superman clan, because there's this like group of hipsters. They were all like super cool and like goth looking, but they all had Superman tattoos and like, symbols shaved into their head and stuff like that. And they always went at the same time we did. It was so funny.
Huh. Was Mutt one of those guys? I feel like Mutt's somebody that would have had like.
I wish it had been. That would have been a funny like crisscross in time.
If you just saw me back in the day, if we'd have seen each other back in the day, we probably wouldn't be friends.
Everybody.
You don't like guys who wear open like shiny club shirts over wife beater tank tops that Denny's at midnight? I thought it looked so cool. I probably would have thrown a drink on your head because I would have known you would not have done anything about it. That's not true. I would.
Cal would have done something about it.
I would have thrown a soda at you and said, "Hold that for me."
He's got that temper.
Well, that's.
I got a temper.
Like, what'd you do?
Especially when I'm trying to get air in my tire and the lady gets air, and then instead of leaving, she goes in to get a coffee. Man, that's what happened on Sunday. And I literally waited outside for her, and then she didn't come back. So I parked my car like I was gonna block her, but I didn't. I parked it next to her so I could stretch the hose all the way over. She comes out with her mask on, and she like looks at me, and I'm like, "Why'd you leave the car parked there?" She just smiles at me. My wife rolls the window down.
Mutt showed up.
He was waiting forever. It was fun.
See, anyway, Cal's you want to know how Cal would have fought you? He's the kind of guy that like yells at the people at McDonald's because they're taking too long to make his food.
No, I do. I've gotten beat up a few times because I can't.
Where's my Big Mac?
Put up with stuff. I just can't do it.
Cal's like he's like the guy on Breaking Bad. Not
Breaking Bad.
No. What's this? Falling Down.
Oh yeah,
it's like Michael Douglas on Falling Down.
Yeah, but it takes me literally like one like slight inconvenience, and I'm like I've already got the 2x4 and I'm gonna smack somebody with it. I get angry really fast.
I think Stat's got your number.
Number 7.
Stat's got your number. He says Cal would have fit in a Michael Bay movie or Burn Notice episode.
I would have killed to be on Burn Notice so I could beat Bruce Campbell.
That sentence right there defines Cal. Oh, I would have killed to be on Burn Notice.
Man, I'd do anything to be on Burn Notice.
What a great show.
Love me some USA television.
I do. Psych is my favorite show, man.
That's like the all-American Christian pastime is Sunday afternoon watching all those USA specials, NCIS. Yeah. And,
I used to watch Bar Rescue after church every Sunday. Fascinating. Okay, number 7. Here we go.
Last one.
Man, you went to Bollywood.
That ain't Bollywood.
I gotta watch that right away. That looks great.
That ain't Bollywood, son.
I have no idea. Is it
Stat already got it. Stat already beat you to it. El Mariachi. It's the movie that made Desperado.
Oh,
the one that wasn't
really?
Desperado, yeah.
Okay. I love Desperado. That's a cool movie.
Desperado was a sequel to this. This was Rodriguez's first movie or something.
Yeah, okay. Got it.
That's it.
That's all we got.
Nice.
That's all.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah.
And you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Okay.
Do gays go to heaven? Is that what you're going to ask me?
No.
Wait, what was the movie?
You got a friend? The movie we just said? El Mariachi.
Yeah. Oh, it was El Mariachi. Okay, cool. Yeah, I saw that. That's a good movie. All right, go ahead. What's your question?
I do have a friend who's having a problem right now. I'm just kidding.
His name's Macho.
His name is El Macho. Just to protect this, it's El Macho.
El
Macho. Have you guys ever been in a fight, like fisticuffs, taking swings?
Oh yeah.
Really?
I have not. I got along with everybody.
Well, plus you're about what, 6'8"?
Yeah, but I was a lanky, dorky. I mean, I was still dorky looking, but I was even dorkier looking growing up. So no one really cared to fight me.
People are much less apt to go at somebody who's taller than them. It's just a physical thing. What about you, Cal? Tell me about one of your brawls.
Yeah, I'm highlighting this because the word Mexican plays in. I'm from San Diego. It was very close to the southern border.
And I'm very racist. And
we have a lot of what you would call illegal immigrants in San Diego. Yeah. No, all my fights have been with Mexicans. It's not because I don't like Mexicans, but in this town I was in, it was like the schools were already becoming very, very ethnic. Like the white, if you were white, you were kind of in the minority. And there was a lot of gangs and stuff. So like the opposite, people who were in your face were usually like gangbangers, and they were usually Mexican. I like
that his assumption was that they were in a gang. Like clearly, this guy's in a gang. He speaks Spanish.
Yeah. My first fight was because this is middle school, and I'm on the other side of a fence from like the tennis courts, and I've got this stick, and I'm just dragging it along the fence just to annoy everyone, I guess. And this guy on the other side's like, "Hey, stop doing that!" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "Stop it! I'm gonna kick your ass." And I'm like, "No."
Oh,
just keep doing it. I'm like thinking he's not gonna come around all the way around, right? He came all the way around, and it's like starts punching my face, and I start punching his face. We're punching each other's faces for a while, and then he punches me in the stomach, and it's over. I'd never been punched in the stomach, and man, that when you get the wind knocked out of you first time, that's terrifying. You think I'm dying. This is
Macho's here, Cal. Just so you know.
No, he's got to sit in the green room for a little while. Just
make him wait.
What's up?
Hey, how you doing, Macho?
I am fine.
How was your session?
Yeah, I needed that. I needed it. It was important. Whatever
did you watch
session.
Did you watch the intro? Oh, he didn't.
No, whatever session he told everybody about, I'm sure it was what I did. Yeah.
Do we have an instant replay? I wish we did.
If I were to show you, let's say I showed you a picture of, let's see, I'm trying to think of your flavor. Let's say I showed you a picture of Gal Gadot over here, and then I showed you a picture of, give me an actor.
Antonio Banderas
over here. Which one are you most drawn to?
That's tough.
Gal Gadot or Antonio Banderas?
Have you guys ever seen Desperado? I mean,
that was our number 7 was the prequel to that.
Yeah. We'll keep praying, Macho.
Yeah, well,
okay, that's good.
We're not giving up on you.
Okay.
I'm going to show Macho something real quick.
Oh, no.
What are you doing?
Macho.
Oh, it's still Elden Ring.
Well, he's having some problems right now. I didn't want to say
no.
But he is at a Pray the Gay Away ceremony. He's been having issues with attraction going the wrong way. And so he went to some youth leaders, got them around him, and I think they're trying to pray the gay away right now.
I'm sure they're not laying hands on him though.
Yeah.
Probably from a 6-foot distance.
Yeah, there you go. Doing a social distance prayer with that.
Don't want to get his hopes up.
That's all right, Macho. We're praying for you,
That's
man.
Wow. I know who my real friends are.
We love you.
That's why you don't be late.
We don't.
We
don't care.
They always say he's late and gay.
When you asked me that question, I had a feeling that something was already pre-recorded. I just had a feeling.
God doesn't make mistakes, Macho. You stay with us.
Oh God!
Okay,
I think I gotta go again.
No, you're good. You're good. We won't bring it up again.
Don't give in to the urges, Macho. Stay with us.
Okay.
This is a safe space, man.
Chat. I know you got to finish your story, Cal, and I want you to do that. But
so you got punched in the stomach by a Mexican.
But before you do that, I wanted to pull out. I just wanted to see a couple of guys here. Let's see. Aaron Calamari says, I've never been in a fist fight. That's not uncommon. Most people have never been in a genuine fist fight, like the vast majority of people.
I'm beloved.
And then Stat Zero says that he's fought guys twice his size. He said he got his butt kicked, but that never stopped him from trying again.
Nothing wrong with that. You can get your butt kicked.
That's some heart.
Scrappy.
Like that's kind of the yeah.
All right, Cal, please continue.
So my second fight, I think this is my second one. I was hanging out with a buddy and then this girl that we both liked at like a school when they're not during school hours, just like hanging out there, and like this group of ethnic fellows from the neighborhood.
It's always a minority. That's amazing.
Came over and they were like catcalling. They were catcalling the girl, you know, making noises and stuff. And
what kind of noises were they making?
This is like
be specific.
No, he's gonna get real racist if you ask him.
I don't remember.
That's not a noise. That's a language. Cal.
Hola.
Clicks and buzzes. I don't know. No. So they're like catcalling the girl. This is like in a movie or something. So like I'm thinking they're all like younger than me. They're these kids, right? And they're like 10 or 12 or something. And I was like 15 or 16. And they were like catcalling and stuff. And so I'm like yelling at him to stop or whatever. And then this giant one just comes out of nowhere. He's like 30. He's like 30, and I don't know if he said something to me or what, but like I literally I'm looking up at this guy who's like over a foot taller than me, and I'm so stupid. This is when the anger gets to me. Like it wasn't bravery, it was just stupidity. I'm like looking up at him like, leave her alone or whatever, and then he just full on clocks me with this arm that weighs as much as I do. Just like boom. And I mean I saw stars and everything. It's true. Like I saw stars, is like I almost blacked out, and then I just looked at him and I'm like, this ain't worth it. Let's get out of here. And we just like walked away.
This sounds like less like a fight and more like somebody just beat you up.
Yeah. No, that was just being beat up. And then there was another incident with him where he attacked a friend of mine in an apartment complex. Same guy, same group of people.
Oh my gosh.
And he's got him on the ground and he's like beating him. And so I'm like, oh, I can just kick him in the face. So I like run and I try and kick him, and my foot just whiffs his face. And then he turns and looks at me. It's like you're playing a video game and the boss like all of a sudden wants to kill you instead of your friend. And I'm like, no, and I start running and I literally fall, and a root hits me right in the diaphragm again, knocks all the wind out of me. So this is the second time I've had the wind knocked out of me in a fight. And the last fight I'll tell you about was in my apartment, and there was
another Mexican came out.
There was an ethnic fellow.
Oh my gosh.
And he's like saying something to me, and I don't remember why, but he was like saying bad words at me or whatever. And I was gonna leave him alone. I was gonna like totally walk away. So I'm walking away, and he throws a rock that's like the size of my fist at my back. It hurts so bad. I had this giant welt. So I turn around, and there must have been some look on my face. He was terrified instantly, and I went at him like a spider monkey, and I knocked him on the ground, and he like turned around so I wouldn't be hitting him in the face. And I wailed on his back for like 2 minutes, and then the apartment complex manager, pulled me off of him and told me to go away. But those are all my fights. I got my butt
have you ever been kicked out of an
3
Applebee's?
times. I wish. I've never been in fights at food chains. That's on my bucket list, though.
Okay, good.
Maybe when you guys come out, we can all go get a drink and
we should all go to an Applebee's together and get kicked out. That would be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
That's definitely.
I think that would happen. That would happen very naturally, and it would happen very quickly. I mean, one drink in Cal, and it's over.
Cal's like I almost blacked out, but no.
I get happier with drinks than me, so that probably wouldn't
do that.
Anyway, those are my fight stories. There are others, but those are the best ones.
Wow,
man, that really opens up my eyes to who you truly are.
I picture all the scenarios. It was just like his food was being delivered by a Mexican. He's like, hola. He's like,
he just reaches out.
What'd you say to my girl?
Fight.
Okay, but real quick. The other side of that story is my best friends were Mexicans, so it wasn't.
Oh,
it wasn't that I was like
that are Mexican. So.
Yeah, no, I didn't. No, like in middle school, it was me and Alfredo and Luis, and we were just buddies, and we all hung out.
They're probably like.
So I'm not racist.
Those are Italian
names.
All
people.
Alfredo.
No, I'm serious. Alfredo was this tall, really fat Mexican dude with like squinty eyes, and Luis was really rat. He was like chubby, but he was like kind of a rat, and like he had this little thin mustache in middle school.
Oh my gosh.
They were cool guys though. They hung out with me, and no one else would.
Squinty.
I
Yeah,
was-
he just thinks Asians are
I was in-
squinty
are
eyed
also-
Mexicans.
He was Mexican. He wasn't
thinks
Asian.
Asians and Italians are Mexicans.
Mark thinks Asians and Mexicans are the same people.
All right, let's stop this train of thought. The
No
only
one's watching
time
anyway. It's fine.
I don't know
Yeah,
if this
maybe
was
it's
I don't know if this actually counts as a fight, but my next door neighbor, when I was probably in like 7th grade or 8th grade or something like that, and him and his brother, we'd always be outside and we'd play like football and stuff. And one day, his little brother, his name was Michael, and the older brother's name was Salvatore, and Sal. Like Michael did something and made Sal mad, and so Sal started like wailing on him. He like pissed him off, and
Thanks, Dad.
and it just starts like beating the crap out of the kid. He's like a little like a younger kid, and so I was like, Michael was kind of more my friend than Sal was, and I had this football, and it was the most perfect throw I've ever thrown in my entire life. I'll never throw a throw like this ever again. It was Tom Brady, like the spirit of Tom Brady came down and laid upon my hand, and I threw this ball, and I hit Sal square in the nuts, like
Oh no!
square in the nuts.
Poor Sal. He
with
never
this-
had kids.
And he like,
Perfect
I remember he
spiral.
looked up at me, and Sal had like mental issues. Like he eventually, like I don't know where he is now. He has been arrested I don't know how many times and stuff. And this is before all that, but like I knew at that moment I made a mistake. And it was like an animal was unleashed, and he ran as fast as he could. And I held my own. I don't remember a whole lot of like the details. I just remember the one perfect throw and basically holding him off enough to get in the garage. And like my dad was in the garage, so he like kind of broke it up. But that was the only thing. Yeah, I ran to my dad, and my dad is way scarier than Sal was. So he took care of the situation. But I want to say I got a broom or something. I can't remember. But yeah. That was the only real fight I remember being in. It wasn't anything miraculous, but I did hit him square in the nuts with the football.
I mean, that's the best part of the story.
That was the best part of the story.
Love it.
That perfect spiral, just like
the perfect spiral.
Twisted him when it hit.
Great. Yeah,
Well,
I
Mutt's
imagine. I imagine it did. Did
We
Mutt tell
one
about
of
his
these days-
fight?
No, Mutt
No.
hasn't told yet.
One of these days, we've got to talk about Macho's dad, because his dad
You can do it right now.
literally is the coolest dad in the world. Like he really is.
He's pretty cool.
He's just cool.
Is that who you fought? Was that the fight? You fought
No,
Macho's dad?
No.
he didn't fit.
Is
No, I
Mutt-
wouldn't
is Mutt
last-
Sal?
No, because his dad wouldn't fight. His dad would just get rid of you.
My dad's like
Interesting.
my dad's farm strong. He doesn't like he's not like a big giant imposing man, but he has that like wiry farm strength.
Yeah,
Like
he's a horse trainer.
Mm.
yeah.
He rides cavalry in the Civil War reenactments.
Yeah, he has. He didn't do too much of that now.
He's a big landowner, a farmer.
Yeah.
So wait, those Civil War reenactments. Which side was he?
He's done both.
Yeah.
He basically does living histories for educational.
You're in the
things,
South
so.
now, buddy. You better watch that talk around Texas.
Yeah.
I just asked which side he was on.
Yeah. Then
If you want to learn after off stream, I can teach you.
Yeah.
So Matt, let's hear your fight.
I've only had altercations. I've never had like major fights. One time, a guy hit me with. You remember those gym? We were playing basketball in the gym, and this guy grabbed one of those jump ropes that was the plastic link jump ropes.
Ooh, yeah.
Because he had a ball that he was using, but we were all shooting with the ball, and the ball came off the rim, and I got the ball, and we were all shooting around, but he was like, "Give me back my ball," and I was like, "We're just shooting around." But then because he acted like that, I rebounded again the same ball and came back and was I kept it, made sure I got the same ball. So like he didn't say anything, he just went over, and this guy was he was a transplant from New York City.
Oh wow.
So he was already having trouble. Like he looked like somebody from Saved by the Bell, you know. And he was like trying to fit in with all of us redneck kids, and he came into the situation, so he was already probably feeling a little bit whatever. So he went over and just grabbed this plastic jump rope and went across my legs and then across my back, and I went into a blind rage, and I grabbed
him by the nuts.
No. This guy came up, and I was just like, it was quick. It didn't last long. It earned us both 2 weeks of suspension, which was terrible.
Nice.
Yeah.
I went boop, got him right in the eye.
I picture you said boop when you did it too.
But it was funny because we were circling each other. It was one of those things where it was like the whole school just crowded.
Were you doing this
us,
when you were circling each other? Like
no, no. I was like, I was scared. You know, I was very afraid. But at the same time, ain't no man going to hit me with no plastic jump rope. I don't care how tough he is. I got to do something about that. So we're circling. The whole group of people get around us. One of my best friends was literally like, he jumped up on like the bleachers so he could get a better view.
Wow.
Was that Macho?
No. And then
he's playing with his football still.
Yeah.
He was over there going like this.
Get him. Get him.
So this guy's like, you know, he's lighting me up. I mean, he's telling me about everything, you know, that my mom, you know, he's talking about my mom and talking about, you know, just, you know,
just gotta bring your mama into it. Stuff.
I know, like he was just getting so nasty, like and screaming at me, you know, and he was like, "Come on, do it! Come on, do it!" And I just looked at him. And I was just like, you know, you take one step and you're done. And he took a step, and I grabbed him, picked him up, and threw him down. It was literally like a body slam. I had all this like.
What you didn't say about the story is this kid was 5 years old.
Yeah,
he was 7.5. Boop. Boom. And it was a big boom and a thud. And I got on him and like this. He came in the next day. He looked terrible, you know. But then we were sitting in like, you know, detention together for like 2 weeks. So kind of got to know each other a little bit. He was okay after that. We're fine. You know.
Since we're talking about fights, would you guys rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Say again, please.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Oh, one horse-sized duck.
100.
That 100 thing's creepy.
100 duck-sized horses.
No, I don't like that.
Or one horse-sized duck.
Just because I want to see.
I think I'd take 100.
Me too. Horses. You just kick them. You kick a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They'll get you eventually. That's like locusts. Little horses.
Yeah, but think about how fragile
doing this.
You have to get them in you have to get them in their knees. That's where they're weakest.
Have you ever seen a duck when it's mad? Have you ever been
that's what I'm
attacked by a
saying.
duck?
Yeah, ducks get vicious. Birds are cold predators.
Mm-hmm.
They're evil, man.
I feel like I could take a horse-sized duck.
I don't know, man. I don't think so.
You're not thinking it through.
Yeah,
I'm thinking it through just fine. I get on its back.
Yeah. How would you get on its back?
It can fly.
I can climb one of those. It's a bird. I grab by the feathers and just pull myself up. And
pull yourself up by the feathers.
Yeah. Then I ride
Stats on your side. Stat believes 100 would win. Mass kicks.
Yeah, those 100, they'll gang up on you. You got to race around you. You can only keep around a few of them.
Yeah, imagine like a horse kicking you, like a little duck-sized horse. Like it would still hurt. It wouldn't like take you down. But then 100 of them going at your shins, eventually.
Oh man, my
only
my
so many
kicked
can
me in the
reach you
shins today, and I was almost out of commission.
You look like I imagine Cal looking like in Lord of the Rings when they show Sauron and he like has that mace and he's like slinging hobbits and stuff around with his mace.
How do you say
imagine that's Cal.
How do you say it? How do you say
Sauron? Is that how you say it? Sauron? I don't know how you say it.
Sauron.
Whatever.
Sauron, man. It's Sauron.
Like the X-Men guy. The pterodactyl.
Well, Actually, it's pronounced Sauron.
Actually, Sean.
Excuse me.
Actually.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
This is why you can't take it easy on Macho. I'm glad that we didn't take it easy on you. There were those that considered mercy, and I was like, no.
I'd like to raise my hand and say that was me. I said, guys, should we really go hard on Macho tonight?
I know. I knew. Yeah, no, I knew Cal would be the voice of reason, but you two, there's no way. Cal's always nice about stuff like it. He'll be like, "No, maybe we should give him the benefit of the doubt." Or
Cal ruined the illusion because he's over there giggling like a little girl. Me and Mud are trying to be all serious, like, "Oh man,
yeah."
I feel so bad for my friend Cal.
I feel bad for him, but I don't want to get around him. Yeah,
Dan.
So I'm saying duck-sized.
Left Virginia. It's getting
duck-sized horses. A duck-sized horse.
Yeah, I would definitely not take on a horse-sized duck. I just think that it would kill you within seconds.
Macho and Mutt, you're getting some love here from Dojo Kun.
Oh, sweet! Heck yeah!
Baby.
Thank you. We appreciate you. Backing us. That's
notice
really cool.
that Dojo saying it looks like fire, not that it reads like fire. It looks like fire. So the artwork he's complimenting. He has not complimented Macho in any way. Just so you know.
I read that as like he hasn't had a chance to read it yet because
nobody buys a comic for the story. They look at the cover, they see the pretty picture, they buy it.
That's right, Cal. That's for you too, Cal.
Cal, you have the power. You can just make them disappear if you want, or mute them. You can mute them too.
Just like he made his book disappear.
Yeah.
He can't even pay attention because that stupid game is on like.
Oh yeah,
he keeps looking over.
I went onto the Breaking Rad channel briefly last night to upload that video, and like everything was just Elden Ring videos.
Oh, did he play is it on there? Did he play a bunch of Elden Ring?
No, he's watching videos.
Oh, because you got on it. Yeah. That's so funny.
How to get all the secret clues and the.
It's called an addiction, is what it's called.
It was the dorkiest feed I've ever seen in my life.
Dude, this game—it's not dorky. This game is mainstream. It's hit the mainstream.
This video game mainstream. It's the real
I'll
deal.
tell you what's mainstream is that one that Mark was playing, the hardest video game ever made.
Oh yeah, I was playing Ghosts and Goblins.
Ghosts and Goblins.
That was you want to talk about blind rage? That game put me in a blind rage.
What is it you can't do in the game? Why is it so hard?
It's freaking hard. Have you ever played that game?
No, I've never played it.
It's impossible. Like there's so much crap happening on the screen. The controls are clunky because it's like one of the earliest NES games.
I was gonna say, this is old NES, right?
We went to a friend of mine. Me and a friend of mine went to one of those grown-up arcades they have now. You go there, they have like a bar and stuff like that.
Oh, like Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, it's called I think it's called Free Play. This place, it's just an arcade. There's no other stuff there. It's like old arcade games. Yeah, 2 hits. Then you only get 2 hits. Then you die. Oh man, man, it makes it. But they had one of those NES minis down there. They had like a NES mini. They had a Commodore 64 mini, and some other one with some TV sets. So we were sitting there going back and forth playing that game, and
that's funny.
It is infuriating. The pictures that I posted was from level 2. I didn't get that far. That was my friend got to that level. I was still stuck halfway through level 1.
Wow.
And just in a blind rage.
What is it? NES?
I try not to be that guy that plays video games like, oh, come on, you're cheating. Like I was 100%.
But you were that guy. You were that
guy. Okay, like back in the day, let's say it's 1998. You're going to your local arcade.
Blockbuster.
And
Blockbuster video.
You've gotten paid.
Wow, what it did.
You got let's say you got $25.
I can tell you exactly what I'm gonna play.
What are you going to?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's X-Men.
Mm-hmm. I love that game.
100%. X-Men Arcade. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
With the 6 controllers, 6 panels.
Yes.
So what year is this again?
98.
98.
I mean, I was in high school by this point, but
Yep.
Time Crisis. I used to like to play that one too.
Time Crisis was good. I also liked Golden Axe when they had it.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
cabinet.
fun. That's older though. That's much older.
Yeah, it is. But I just remember they had it at Putt Putt. You know the putt-putt I'm talking about, Mutt, on Williamson Road?
Or no, did you guys call it putt-putt?
Yeah.
We called it
putt-putt.
mini golf.
It's
the brand is called putt-putt.
The brand is putt-putt.
Yeah, but apparently you guys just call it putt-putt anyway, right?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
That's true. It's like Kleenex.
Yeah, exactly. So I remember they had it at putt-putt. So I'd play some Golden Axe, but Time Crisis was a good one too. But yeah,
that says I'm great at Super Ghouls and Ghosts. The NES one is a fool's errand. It was a fool's errand. I don't know what I was thinking.
Does I guarantee you, does Angry Video Game Nerd do one? He's got to.
Oh, he did, and I thought because I watched it that I'd be able to do it. So like, oh yeah, now I know all the secrets. No.
I need to watch it tonight. Oh, perfect. This is from 2012 too.
He beat it too. Like he's beaten it.
I bet he has.
And I guess when you beat it, you think you're gonna get the end screen, like the winning screen, and then it says oh, this was all an illusion. You have to defeat the real boss, and it makes you play the game a second time to get like the actual ending.
I think I've seen that. Yeah. Yeah. What are you playing, Cal? What are you playing?
Is this home video games or in the arcade?
Arcade.
Man, are you not paying attention? We said arcade.
He's watching other.
Well, I heard you say Blockbuster Video though. So
that was me interrupting.
Nope.
That was me interrupting. Sorry.
Cal, come on.
In the arcade, I think if Killer Instinct was out, I would be playing that. I was pretty
that's
Killer
a good
Instinct.
Game too. Yeah.
Do you remember Altered Beast? Do you remember?
Yeah,
Altered
Beast was incredible. That was a great game. That was a great game.
Marvel vs. Capcom. I had that for the second one for the Dreamcast. And, you had to play cheap.
You had a Dreamcast?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot Mark was rich.
Yeah, he grew up.
Silver Spoon. That was like the thing I had
forgot.
Later. How dare
Silver
you?
Spoon.
This was no. No, let me clarify. I had an NES.
Daddy, may I have a Dreamcast?
It wasn't until high school that I finally got another system. It was a PlayStation. It was already outdated by that point.
Dude, we're all adults here. We didn't all grow up the same. It's okay. We know you grew up and you had a lake house. The lake house is where the old equipment made its way to the lake house.
Yeah.
And
then... in the summer, he had to play his old NES at the lake house because he couldn't bring his Dreamcast.
Oh, maybe
tell us this: were your friends more inclined to go to your house to hang out, or did you go to other people's houses?
Oh yeah,
other people's houses because I had the stricter parents.
He knew where I was going with that. That's why.
He planned it.
No. There just wasn't anything to do at my house.
I played a bunch of I used to play a bunch of Street Fighter too in the cabinet. That's pretty good.
Yeah. Do you guys remember the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game?
Oh,
Which
yeah,
one?
it's a great one too.
It was like X-Men.
It was like X-Men.
Yeah.
And the Simpsons was the other one with the two the three big like whatever you go beat 'em ups.
Yeah, that was my jam.
Yeah.
They were like Final Fight, right? Like that kind of like side scrolling. Yeah, those are good.
Only better.
Yeah,
we played Final Fight the other night also. They had that at the arcade. That was I'll tell you, you talk about a game with gay overtones. Holy moly.
Speaking
big dude comes down with his like wearing nothing but that overall with the one suspender. They look like a big old bear.
Speaking of gay overtones, you've got Dojo Kun in here shilling for you. Hey, don't diss the lake house. Says Dojo Kun, the other silver spoon in the chat.
Where my lake house represent. What up, Elliot Rodriguez?
Welcome, Elliot, my man. This guy is one of the best Twitter guys out there. Go follow Elliot Rodriguez art. First of all, positive guy. I like that. Always showing really cool art. Loves to promote the indies, and just like interacting with him.
His art is looking freaking wicked too. He did one a while back. It was a Venom, and it was killer.
Yeah.
Killer. TMNT Turtles in Time. Well, that was a good one too.
I was looking up right now different arcade machines to see if I could jog some memories. Turtles in Time, definitely remember that one. That was the big four panel.
Mortal Kombat 2 was fun, but you could never get past the second guy. It would just start kicking your butt immediately.
Yeah.
Infamously cheap. That freaking game.
Did you guys like? Was it called Tekken? Is that what it was called?
Tekken. I remember. Tekken.
I hated Tekken. It was too polygonal.
Yeah.
Oh, but I thought that was cool back in the day.
I like that. I like the Street Fighter like cartoony look, or I like the Killer Instinct like full CGI look, but I didn't like Tekken.
Oh,
I just wasn't
Tekken 3
really
was
into fighting games. I mean, I remember having Killer Instinct at home and Mortal Kombat at home, but
fighting games were the only games I could win. Like I couldn't beat a lot of
wasn't
games.
good
I
at
sucked at most games, but you could
Did you-
kind of eventually beat a fighting game.
Did you guys play the one with dinosaurs and
Yeah, Primal Rage.
Cavemen?
Primal Rage. Yes.
Dude, I love
Yeah.
that game. I pull off some
Prim-
crazy combos in that
That
game.
was good. That
So
was
much
good.
money I blew in that game.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
And
So
I wasn't
Primal
good
Rage.
at it.
I didn't have
Yeah.
to blow money because I worked in a movie theater, and we would just take the passes, and we would go trade them to the somebody at the Boomers or whatever it was, Family Fun Center. He'd give us giant cups full of tokens.
That's
Awesome. I've repented of all that. That was in my younger years,
Dude.
but man, that was great.
Every time. First of all, I want to say that your youth sounds really cool because you worked at
And
you worked it, and then you went, and now you're getting free tokens and all this stuff working at the mall. That's cool. I would have loved that. But every time you say something about working at a theater, I think about that one bit where,
The Titanic,
where you're
when he was
crying
crying
over
watching
Titanic.
Titanic.
Oh man,
Dude, I was a projectionist. It was so fun, like building the movies, and it was fun screening them when they were good, but
yeah,
not usually.
ruining them with your tears.
Yeah, Lee says he'd rent Primal Rage back to, but yeah, game rentals never worked out for me. I always got the bad ones when I rented.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't remember what were the ones I rented. Like Back to the Future.
Oh, it's so hard.
Oh,
That was
it's
a
so
wasted
hard.
weekend.
I remember renting Silver Surfer for Sega Genesis, and it was the hardest game ever. I mean, I probably made it past the first stage like once. And
Genesis or Nintendo? Was that Genesis?
I think it was it? I thought it was Genesis.
My knowledge of that game only comes from Angry Video Game Nerd. So
he's hilarious.
Quick sidestep, but we can get back to video games. But I just want to say that Sonic the Hedgehog 2 looks like a fun movie. I'm probably going to take the kids.
First one was
to see
great.
it.
Yeah, first one was really good.
And how about Jim Carrey really doing what he's supposed to do? Like
Yeah.
that's what
It's nice
that's
when
what you
he's
pay
political.
Jim
He's
Carrey
just
to do.
being a ham
Yeah.
on camera.
Yeah,
That's what you want.
Man, so
we were talking
I'm
about
happy
Jim
for
Carrey. We were talking about Jim Carrey movies at work today, and I think one of my favorites is Ace Ventura 2. It's got to be pretty
No,
good.
that's my favorite scene in every movie ever was him coming out of the rhino butt.
Yeah,
that will still crack me up to this day when I see that.
Dude, I like it. He's in that tribe in Africa, and they keep calling him the White Devil, and he's like, yes.
He has that curled up white devil.
He's
hair
like,
at one point.
it's like in Quincy Ocho, and he's like, yes, the White Devil. It's pretty good. Yeah, so it was NES. You're right. It was NES. And it was incredibly hard, but it was awesome. Oh, I remember having Earthworm Jim too. That was for Genesis, for sure. I had that on Sega, and it was also hard. What?
Genius. Doug, that
Dojo
genius.
says
God,
I
man.
played SSX Tricky on GameCube so much I used to dream I was snowboarding. What is SSX?
It's
It was a snowboarding game.
snowboarding game. Yeah.
Oh,
I had an Atari Lynx. That was Did you guys ever play the Atari Lynx, the handheld?
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
How many different gaming systems have you owned?
Have I owned?
Yeah.
Okay, so we had Nintendo, wasn't mine, but and I had the Lynx, and those were my two systems until high school. I finally started buying everything after that because I got a job.
I probably had like 9 different systems. Are you
Man,
counting
9?
handhelds too?
Yeah,
I
just the
guess.
Lynx. That was the handheld one I had. Oh,
Man.
the Tigers.
I had
a bunch of
I've
the
had a
Tiger
bunch
ones
of
if you
stuff.
count those.
I had my parent or my dad, I think, had an NES. He got an NES, but my sister took it at one point. Like she went to college and took it. I had a Super Nintendo at one point. I definitely had a Sega Genesis. That's the thing that I played the most, probably. My sister got a PlayStation, or her boyfriend got a PlayStation, and I was obsessed. And I wanted one so much, and it took me years to get one, and I finally got one. But it didn't last
was her
that
boyfriend
long.
Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Was it Lenny Kravitz?
Dude,
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Dave
That's why he
Grohl.
hates him,
No,
because
it's
he wouldn't
Dave
let him play
Grohl.
with his Nintendo.
It's
They
Dave
both got it
Grohl.
wrong. It was Dave Grohl.
He just said Flea because he knows I hate Red Hot Chili Peppers. And
That's
then
why
I
he
got
hates him, because his sister dated him and he wouldn't let him use his Nintendo.
No. And then I got a PS2 and then PS3. I had an Xbox at one point. I don't know. Like when I got enough money that I could buy stuff for myself, I started doing that. But
yeah, if you guys want to know about really hard handheld games, Dojo's talking about it. He says my first handheld was a Coleco football game.
Coleco
Oh,
football.
geez.
Wow.
That's
legendary.
Legendary.
No, we had a computer. My brother had a computer, so I played most games I grew up with were computer ones. So
Did you guys play Duke Nukem? Did anybody play Duke Nukem? Oh, I used to do LAN Duke Nukem with one of my friends.
I didn't know that game was dirty until way later. My brother had like a parental lock on it, so I was clueless. And then later I found like I played the actual game. I was like,
I couldn't believe my parents let me play it after later on I realized how nasty it was, and I was like, I cannot believe I got away with that. We played Duke Nukem all the time.
Yeah, I used to play Descent. Was one. I used to play
Descent.
We used to play that one on the LAN.
Was that the little? That was a little robot or like the little sub kind of.
You
deal?
were like a spaceship, like in an asteroid fighting robots.
Yeah.
And that game was great.
Yeah. I played a lot of Wolfenstein on the computer.
Oh yeah, Wolfenstein. I used to play
fun.
like X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. Those games.
I didn't play that.
Any LucasArts game, like Star Wars game that came out, I bought.
Yeah.
Like what were those old ones? They were like rail shooters. What the heck were they called? Rebel Assault, was that it?
Maybe.
Any of those old LucasArts games, like I had them all. Because
man, I've probably played through the original Wolfenstein like 10 or 15 times because I'd get bored and I'd like just like try to do a speed run through freaking Wolfenstein.
I always did the cheat code. I couldn't.
I'd play Doom too. I played that one all the way through the OG Doom
I played
as well. There's so many good games like that, and it's funny because like now you play them and you're like, I mean, like this is fun, but you know, it's not the same. You know, you can't go back to it. You can only remember how it was the first time.
Yeah, I used to because I remember when you used to go to like Walmart, they always had those shareware discs. Like it was all those like demo versions of the games. They costed like $2.
Oh yeah.
And I would just get those every time I went. And so I had tons of like shareware games I would play.
Kokushuko, Papa
Kokushuko.
What's up, Kokushuko?
There's speaking of Angry Video Game Nerd again, he does this one about a game that you could get from Chex cereal.
And it was like a Wolfenstein knockoff.
It was like a Wolfenstein knockoff, but he like genuinely loves it, and he was like, it's like one of the best games, and it's a Chex cereal game, and it looks so much fun. I really would love to play it. I think he found a ROM online somewhere and was playing it.
I'm sure they're easy to
like
hunt down now.
Impossible to get it, but it looked fantastic. It made me like want to play that.
Yeah, Kokushuko. There was a Blade Runner game. I don't know where I saw recently somebody reviewed it. And apparently it was a really good game, but like one of those like kind of point and click, but like faux 3D games that came later.
My favorite NES games were. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Macho.
No, you're fine. Please go ahead.
My favorite NES games were Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
And
I like how you say it.
Contra.
We know you do, Macho.
Contra, and then Bayou Billy. You remember
Bayou Billy? No, I don't remember that.
That was really hard, actually.
Man.
Bayou Billy.
I remember. Did he have like a hat? Was that the one?
Yeah, it was a hat with a feather. It was like Crocodile Dundee.
Like a little chubby guy.
Wasn't really chubby.
No, I'm thinking of a different one then.
He was kind of like a slovenly Australian.
The Australian.
Yeah, but he had a knife. He had a big knife.
Billy.
That's not a knife.
What are you doing there, Macho?
I'm looking for this game I got on my PS4. It was a free download, and it reminds me of like old NES games, and I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's called Not a Hero. You can get it on Steam, and it's like a 32-bit, I guess. Maybe not 32. Maybe it's 16-bit kind of styled game. It's really good.
That's worth it. That's nice.
This factual here.
Oh, Contra was that was where it was at.
Man,
put in that Konami code. I could beat that game with the Konami code.
Yeah. Up, down, left, right, BA start, right?
Yeah. My favorite NES game was Super Dodgeball, though. Did you ever play that one?
Super Dodgeball.
Yes, I played it. I wasn't that good at it.
So fun. You were
good. For real,
the easiest game ever made.
Yeah, but I
for
was
real, y'all should find this game and download it. Not a Hero. It'll give you those old NES feels, but it's kind of like new and slick. It's really good.
I'm not a hero.
It's really good. It's pretty funny too. It's pretty funny. What about you know what? My favorite kind of like NES game was Dig Dug. I played a lot of
Dig Dug.
Yeah.
Need for Speed Underground 2. I remember Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit. That was the one I played because I used to download all the all the different cars. Like you get like a semi truck you could download.
They had I remember the It car was this white Ford GT from like 2000, and if you look at that car now, you're like, somebody like that is a very 2000s looking car.
I used to I was into like all the in any game you could download mods for. I was into that for a while.
Yeah.
Like you get Unreal and you'd like download all these packs to be like different characters and stuff. And
did you guys ever play Monster Hunt or not Monster Hunter? Was it like Monster Rancher or something? It was for I think it was for the original PlayStation. In this game, so the reason I liked it is because what you do is you could like it was kind of like it's like a Tamagotchi pet except like 3D. But what you could do is you could put in any CD, like a music CD, and the PlayStation would read it and it would like create a monster off of that CD, and it would be like they'd be unique and stuff. And there would be some CDs it would be like you got to get like Nirvana, and it's like this special monster. And so I was like obsessed with like collecting these monsters. It was kind of cool.
So the game wasn't all that fun, but that was cool.
I was into like like advanced Tamagotchi pets. Is what I'm trying to say.
Mine was like the manly version of
it. It was like Tamagotchi except really cool.
It was like
you guys wouldn't get it.
The bro version.
I'm glad we're giving Macho a hard time tonight because I always am the one. Yeah, it's definitely your turn. I've been taking a beating for a long time.
Act like you've been taking a beating. You're not here enough to take a beating.
I know. Yeah, exactly.
Shows up once a month and like we'll be like, oh, Mutt's back and he's on the potty. Like, man, you guys love me so much.
Dude, I played the heck out of Parappa the Rapper.
Oh my
gosh, that game was so fun.
Get punched. It's all in the time. I remember that game.
Change it back on the. Oh, there's Bayou Billy.
Billy.
Oh, I was thinking of a completely different game, but I remember that one too.
Like he jumps over the crocodile.
I like how he does like flying heel kicks.
Yeah, it's a really nice form flying heel kick.
Yeah, he
and then he's got a knife.
How much do you think they just like changed colors and added pixels to make build this off of like some other ninja game?
I think this game was actually developed in Australia.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, that's why it wasn't easy to play and it didn't work right.
Was Parappa the Rapper? Wasn't that a Dreamcast game?
No, that was PS2, PS1,
PS2, I think.
I feel like they had it on Dreamcast. I like Dreamcast. That's where Soul Reaver. That's where I got into Soul Reaver.
Yeah, you and all your money went to Dreamcast.
My money, my dream. How dare you? I have no money.
You played
Macy's, son.
It was the original OG PlayStation. Was Parappa the Rapper?
Made that money.
Okay.
I didn't even see a Macy's until I was a grown man.
Yeah.
Well, that's when
I didn't know that Macy's existed.
Take the jobs you can get.
I thought Macy's was like a fake store from a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
I worked there. I worked at Macy's.
There's no parade too.
I remember when like the mall that in the town that we lived in got a FAO Schwartz, and like you always see FAO Schwartz in like New York City, you know, like in it's like
they definitely did not have that in New Hampshire. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, well, like it's like a toy store, but it's like they're not real toys. It's like giant stuffed things and like wooden trains and stuff
Oh,
like
it's like
that.
that stupid toy store in
In Home Alone or
Home Alone
whatever it
2,
is. Yeah,
which I
exactly.
hated. I was
That's
like,
it.
why would
That's
you want to
FAA
go to this place?
Schwartz.
This place sucks.
Yeah, that's FAA Schwartz. So I remember we got one at the mall, like where we live in this little teeny town, and I went in there because I was like, "Whoa, it's just like on Home Alone 2," and it was just crap. It's just like you said, giant
It's for
stuffed animals and
adults.
like wooden
It's
trains
for
and stuff.
moms.
It is. It's
just
for
a large
moms.
version of the Cracker Barrel store.
Oh, look, Dojo says he got a lot of toys at FAO. What did you get though? I want to know what that is. Vintage style toys.
Like
That's
one
great.
of those like things where you put the cone in the cup and the ball in the cone.
Yeah, like the only thing Kevin could
Paddle
find
ball.
in that store in the movie. The only thing Kevin could find in that store in the movie were those little turtle dove things.
It's like the best
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, like I'll give you a free
this is what we got.
ornament. You should take the.
Or you
turtle
can have a
girls 'cause there's
$100
two.
teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's yeah. I never understood like the appeal. Like, oh, I want some toys. Like, you want to go to a toy store and like they show it. And it's supposed to be this grand thing, but it's like
No, KB Toys or Toys R Us.
yeah, KB
KB
Toys.
Toys.
Yeah.
KB Toys was the mall, and I remember I'd go there to get action figures,
Mhm.
but I'd go to Toys R Us to get video games because you get the little slip of paper out of the little pouch. You know what I'm
Oh.
talking about?
Oh yeah.
Wait, what
And
was
then you
this?
and then you have to go to the cage, and they'd give you the game out of the cage.
Wait, what was this? Oh,
It's
Toys R
Toys
Us.
R
you're talking-
Us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
Toys
that's right.
R
The
Us.
slips. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like keeping. What was great about New Hampshire is the no sales tax stuff. So you saved up $10. You were getting 2 action figures by the end of the
$10,
day because they were all
that's
$5
killer.
each.
That's awesome.
Man.
Yeah.
I remember going to KB to look at their stock of X-Men action figures.
That's what I.
And
That's what I went for.
I'd be walking in there like looking to see who I'm gonna get today. Yes, Altered
yeah,
Beast. The
Altered
game's
Beast.
so good.
And even if they didn't have the ones I wanted, I was going to walk out with a crappy character because I was determined to buy
right.
something when I was there.
That's right. You're gonna get something.
I guess I'll get
'Cause
random.
You know, if you finally got mom and dad to take you to get something, you
You're not
better get
wasting that
something.
chance.
That's right. 'Cause you
They're
ain't
out of
going back
Wolverine.
anytime soon.
They're out of Spider-Man. They're out of Cyclops.
Hey,
They're out
if
of.
all,
they're-
if
Guess
all
I'm
they
getting
got
Storm.
is Kitty Pryde, that's what I'm
yes,
getting.
you're getting Storm.
Oh, goody! I got Ahab.
I got 3 Storms.
3 storms. I got $15. Lord help me, I'm using it all. We'll have mall
Ram and
in
gun.
Troy called.
I don't even know these stores, Dojo. What are you talking about?
Tiffany's,
Ram and
Ram
gun,
and gun,
Tiffany.
and
Where do you
etc.
live,
I don't know
Dojo?
what that means. Yeah,
He
where?
lives
Yeah.
in. He must live like
Somerset.
Mary Nellie's.
Parallel universe.
Yeah, is what?
Yeah.
I had one of my good friends is from he's from Connecticut and like Stamford and like
Gross.
but yeah, exactly. So
What are your
we
friends
always
from
make fun of him because like Connecticut's just like rich people from New York City, right? They like commute to
Right.
New York City.
I can't think of a more boring state than
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Well, my like Jason knows him, Chris from UDB,
His name would
and
be Chris. Let's pick the most boring name from the most boring state.
oh, we give him crap about
Chris
it all
from
the time.
Connecticut.
This guy's
We
not
give him crap
boring.
about it all the time. Oh, Tiffany's Jewelers. Yeah. That's Money Place.
I don't know about
Money.
this stuff, Dojo. At Walmart, I'm a stat. Target and Walmart, that's my speed. I know that.
Yeah.
We didn't get a Walmart till way later.
We didn't get a Target till way
in Old
later.
Derry, New Hampshire. It was like heaven on earth. Like, what is this magical place? It's like, this
Would
isn't-
Rhode Island be a contender for boring state?
No, it's not boring. It's
I've never been to Rhode Island.
It's the midget of the United States.
Thought that was
No,
Isn't
Rhode
that
Island's
where
awesome.
Dumb and Dumber
Yeah.
starts out?
Midget's
Rhode
not
Island?
boring.
I like Rhode Island. That's a nice. What'd you say, Cal?
I said, isn't that where Dumb and Dumber starts out? Don't they live in Rhode Island?
No.
No, I think you're thinking of the other Jim Carrey movie where he's a Rhode Island state trooper. He
Oh.
loses it.
No,
Yeah.
I swear they're in Rhode Island.
You,
I'm gonna look it up.
Me, myself, and Irene.
Me, myself, and Irene. Yeah.
Hey, when that movie dropped, I literally didn't know what to do with that movie. I laughed so hard.
Yeah.
He has
I
3
still-
full-grown black sons.
Yeah.
That was the
That
best.
movie would not be okay right
when
now.
he grows
Would
up
not
and
be okay.
They're huge
Yeah.
and they're hilarious.
Yeah.
And it was the midget black guy who was the father.
you can't say that, Mutt. We've
I
been
know.
over this.
What?
You can't say
Oh,
the N-word.
People.
Get us
say that.
booted.
I'm sorry. if I've offended any small people out there.
No, I don't know.
Yeah, you're gonna offend
It's
YouTube, and YouTube's gonna the algorithm's
Yeah.
gonna get us.
Dumb and Dumber set and it starts in Providence, Rhode Island. So
Okay.
No, I like Rhode Island. That's a fun place.
Did you see recently that these guys bought one of those little mopeds, and they recreated the trip across Montana or whatever?
Really?
Oh wow!
With the moped, and they did this little they filmed it, and it was great. Like they dressed up like him in the same outfit and everything.
Did he have the snot icicles coming out of his nose?
Oh, they did it the same time of year and everything. Like it was frigid. It was hilarious.
I love it when he pees and he's like, "Fine."
Yeah,
it's fine. Just go, man.
Just go.
We're going as far as Massachusetts.
Dude, that movie is so freaking good.
It's so good.
Elliot, where are you from? What state do you hail from?
Yeah, let us know, Elliot.
Massachusetts. Oh, Massachusetts sucks, but
we're there, man.
I still hate Massachusetts because they turned New Hampshire blue. We were a good red state, and then they all started flooding up there because they ruined their own state. Came up to New Hampshire and then ruined that one too.
What are you talking about? Democrat policies are working out great. We just paid $50 for gas in my Jetta.
Oh my gosh, dude! I own a V8 truck. Don't even ask me how much I've been paying.
Also, too, Massachusetts, there's no safe area in Massachusetts. Like anywhere that seems nice, if you make a wrong turn, you're in the projects. Like that's
currently living in Peru.
Oh,
that's amazing. Oh, what part of Peru? I have a friend who lives in Peru. He owns a bike tourism business. I'm curious. He lives. I have a buddy who lives in Cusco. Elliot, if you know Cusco, I don't know. Anyway,
Jersey. I wasn't just doing that to rag on Polton. I just genuinely
you just genuinely don't like Jersey.
That is New York's butthole.
I think whatever state is next to your state is where all the people are saying where the dumb people are.
Cool. Yeah, Elliot. If you go, you can DM me on Twitter. I don't know if you ride mountain bikes, but my buddy owns a mountain bike place, tourism place. He'll take you up on Machu Picchu and let you rip down. It's pretty cool.
What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
There is no rules in Peru at all.
Wow.
Macho had a little twinkle in his eye there. He's like, oh, good times in Peru.
No rules in Peru.
Hey, there's Rusty. Wonder where he went.
Rusty. Hello.
Good day.
They're all poking their heads out of the
floor from
wrestling's done. Everyone's like
Japan. We have people watching us in Lima, Peru, and Japan right now. We're Jojo Cunness of the Lake.
We're national, baby. Exactly. Ohio is the armpit of America. At least have the Drew Carey show. I like Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio's kind of a no offense to anybody who's been to Ohio or that lives in Ohio, but it's kind of a sad place if you go there. It's
definitely the saddest of the states.
I think I've told you, I've got you guys to watch this before, but the hastily made Cleveland tourism video is probably one of my favorite YouTube videos of all time.
What's your favorite YouTube video?
The hastily made Cleveland tourism video.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh, it is so funny. I'll send it to you. You need to watch it later.
Rusty says, good, thanks. Been busy with a lot of things, not to mention I'm at work. Quote unquote. Man, you just have a good job because you just watch us. That's a good job.
Or it must be a terrible job because he's watching us.
His only escape is Breaking Rad.
His only escape.
We're awesome. Hey, don't sell us short. We're awesome.
I'm just joking.
Arizona sucks. Screw Arizona.
All right, look, I sent you in the private chat. You got to watch this later, Mark. It's so funny. Working from home. Okay, got it. Look at Mutt changing it up. I love that game so much. I
gotta get that maquette, whatever they have on top of the arcade board. I want it.
Oh, the little
little light up things. I'm gonna get that for X-Men.
Dude, that Wolverine too, the burgundy and yellow suit.
That's my favorite one.
That's the one. That's the classic. That's it.
That was, speaking of those X-Men toys, that one was the hardest to find.
Yep.
I spent, I don't know. It felt like years when I was a kid. It was probably a month But like every time we went, it was never there. They always had that yellow suit one.
I have the yellow suit with the black like triangles and the blue like shoulder pads.
Yeah.
I have that one. Yeah.
I don't have I hated that the claws wouldn't stay in. That's why I wanted the brown one.
Yeah, they're like curved. They're like this.
Yeah,
like his claws are curved like that. They're terrible. They're terrible.
And the Weapon X one had like webbed claws. I remember.
The Weapon X, yeah, it was webbed at the bottom.
Yeah, it was weird looking.
But the Weapon X one was cool though. That was a
cool toy. With that helmet.
Yep. What else what other cool figures do I got?
The Iceman was cool because it was
I have a Kingpin figure, and it's like a free. I mean, you could throw that like a baseball and hurt someone. It's like it has some weight to it. It's huge. What do I got?
I just got a pretty cool man cave.
The Professor X figure. You guys have the Professor X? I bought that at one point in my life.
I do not remember if I own that one or not.
He's in the wheelchair, and his little things would flip up, and there's
I remember it very well, but I don't think I owned it.
I have that. I have a number of Cable action figures.
Yeah, he had a few.
That are excellent.
Those are the good ones too.
OG Cable. I have Cable where he went to space with like the orange suit.
Yeah, I like that one.
Pretty cool. That one's cool. And I have one the one that was from he was like the shoot. You know the maybe it's what was the comic series where he had the baby on his chest? It was that. That
Cable?
Suit. Yeah, Cable.
Oh.
Where he had Hope. She was in like the
Hope.
thing, Hope Summers.
It was one of Cyclops. Which Cyclops? There are a few of them, I think.
I got Cyclops. I got the one that lights up.
Yeah.
I got him somewhere.
I think I had two.
There's
one that looks like the one behind Mutt there. But it was the X Factor one where he had that white X across his outfit.
Yeah. What else? I'm trying to see. I have like I'll have a Warpath action figure. I like my Warpath. Got to represent, you know.
Yeah, I had that one too. That was one of those weekends where they didn't have anything else. You got Warpath.
Warpath. It looked really cool though. His shoulder pads are enormous. He looks like a football player. Yeah, he looks like a football player. I have Beast.
Random. Oh, you have Beast?
Yeah, I have Beast.
I had Random. The guy with the gun hand, the giant handgun.
Random.
Thing. Yeah, remember that? He's like a big dude. He looks like a biker, but he has like one hand that's just like a giant rocket launcher.
I have a bunch of.
You know what I'm talking about.
He's like, was he white? Like,
yeah, he was like really pale looking,
pale white, and his gun would form out of his hand like it was.
Yeah, his hand. It was like a hand, but like it shot missiles out.
And he wore like a bandana.
Yeah,
glasses.
Looked like a biker.
Yeah. You know what I learned the other day that I don't know if you guys probably knew this stuff. I didn't know how many of the characters in the Marvel universe are technically part of the weapon program. Have you guys? There's like there's a video on YouTube that it's like 10 or 15 mutants, like that put Wolverine to shame, or not mutants, but like weapon people, and like Captain America is on there.
He's part of the weapon program.
Yeah, it was like it was like the proto version of it or something like that. But there's so many characters that I did not know were technically part of the weapon program.
Well, like
there's
Deadpool
a whole
is right, and
yeah.
I mean,
there's
I just know the
team
X-Men,
of
like the Wolverine characters, like the.
There's a whole team of Venom weapon characters where they weaponize the Venom symbiote, and
are these like the recent comics?
Yeah, I'm not sure. It was just some random video I saw on YouTube. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll watch that. And he went through each one and like how each one was related to the weapons program. I was like, man, that's really.
I always like he doesn't get enough love, but Cyber, I always thought was a really cool character.
Yeah,
those big metal arms.
Mm-hmm.
They don't use him ever, and I think he's the coolest looking character. He
does look awesome.
Yeah,
they did too many with the weapons program,
Yeah,
like it's like you could tell like when Marvel started to really like not have very good originators as for creative staff anymore.
Yeah. And they tied everything into the weapons program.
Yeah, it's just like they wanted to tie everything together and make it all kind of the same. And I just think that
dare you, Rusty? Shameful
storytelling.
We don't talk about that here. It's a Christian show. He's implying I do naughty things on the internet.
Security? Cyber.
My own Buffalo Bill moment on.
You know it's sexy.
Breaking Rad. You're watching it right now.
I love it.
I'm leaving that up there so I can just pop it in whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, he's right. They venomized characters. It was
well, there's a new one now.
Everything.
It's like a Hulk Wolverine hybrid now. It's like Hulk
Weapon
Wolverine
H or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just like, you know what it's like? It's like my 6-year-old. Like when I'm playing with him and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be this character and I can do this and that. And he's like, okay, well, I'm gonna be I can do anything.
Yeah.
You know, and then so like whatever you say, he says, well, you didn't hit me because I'm invisible right now, you know. And now
that doesn't work that way.
I scold my 9-year-old when he does that crap. His brother's like, no one's gonna want to play with you. Knock that off.
You're gonna play limitations. You have limitations.
It's like, you know what? You lost. You lost. You're dead. You're dead or you're grounded.
I like to play. We like to play like big robots. Robot versus robot, because you have to be creative about what you can do with a robot, you know, because like you can have a weapon that comes out, does something, but you have to be able to describe it.
This is just you with your boys nowadays. That's how you guys play.
Yeah, that's how we play. Well, the big guy, he doesn't.
Well, my cannon comes out of my chest and I have bicycle legs.
Macho's better at me than that.
I picture he's on a unicycle too while he's doing this with you.
I'm like Gizmo Duck.
Gizmo Duck was cool.
Yeah,
you know, this conversation reminds me. I remember Donald DeLay put up a question on Twitter, and he asked if there's any characters currently that people would consider iconic now, whether within Comicsgate or outside. If there's been any modern day character that actually can be considered iconic, like have an iconic look, I think is more what he was going for. Excluding our own IPs, obviously.
Sure, obviously.
Well, I mean, I've been told
Heroes. I mean, come on.
Pretty
looks
iconic.
Probably Sasquatch is the dead ringer for this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think okay, like I think if you're talking about the big IPs, the most recognizable ones, especially in CG, I mean, you know, Cyberfrog definitely has a very unique look. You know, you could pull Cyberfrog out of any lineup of characters and you'd know who he was.
Is this comic only though?
Yeah, I mean, I would say comic, but I mean, I don't know unless there's something else you're thinking of, but you know, because I remember he posted that and I thought it was interesting because I tried thinking like, has there really been like since Spawn, has there really been like an iconic looking character that's actually come about?
I don't like Spawn's design. I know I'm in the
minority.
It's
very 90s.
Well, I mean, whether or not you like it's iconic though. Like it's a very.
I like his later asymmetric design where he's got like a bigger boot on one side and like a bigger glove on the other side. I like that. That's cool.
I like the cowboy Spawn. I think that's the best looking
cowboy Spawn. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah. There's all kinds of spawns.
It's gunslinger Spawn or something like that.
Yeah, that's it.
Brokeback Spawn.
Brokeback Spawn. Oh yeah. He has he's like steampunk. He has a Gatling gun.
That says Mr. Crypt.
Big 10-gallon hat
from Alterna. I'm not too familiar with the Alterna roster.
I don't know who Mr. Crypt is.
I know
he's a skeleton.
Would Chinu count as an iconic character?
I don't think so.
I mean,
it's not iconic, right?
I don't know. It was a weird question because I'm thinking of characters that I like the way they look, but I don't know if they can actually.
What about Salamandroid? I mean, a lot of people love Salamandroid. I think that's a cool design myself.
One of my that is cool looking. I like that, the asymmetrical.
That's what I'm talking about.
One of my things though is I feel like to be iconic, you have to be. My test would be can a child draw it?
Right.
Like any kid can draw Wolverine, like not well, but I mean any kid can kind of
Spider-Man.
Think of it in your head. You don't have to like reference anything. You just know how they. See, my thing with Cyberfrog is it's such a complicated looking character. He's awesome looking, but I mean I couldn't if I showed a picture of Cyberfrog to my kid and was like draw that, he'd probably have a hard time remembering the little.
Spider-Man's hard to draw.
Kid could draw. You know what a kid can draw?
No, it's hard to draw, but just remember
Spider-Man's not hard to draw. You could draw Spider-Man's head easy.
Yeah,
you
I don't
could
mean
with your
I don't mean
crayons.
I used to do it all the time with the crayons.
yeah, I don't mean difficult to draw. I just mean easy. Like you could get like a kid can draw Wolverine. Not what any kid's going to be crappy at their art, but like you kind of get the gist. Like you get like the point. You know what the costume looks like.
Rusty, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about he was on a Spawn cover. It was like Spawn number 6 or something.
Or not Sim.
What's that little he looks like an aardvark or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Looks like an aardvark.
Too many things shoved in. No room.
Cerberus. Is it Cerberus?
Cerberus.
Yeah, that's what it is. Cerberus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. We should definitely explore it. Why don't you pull up the poster so we can look at the poster?
What? Oh, his poster?
The CG poster.
CG poster.
I mean, we would at least have reference.
Yeah,
we can go through them one by one.
Yeah,
we will judge them.
Well, here, let me share.
Yeah, Cerberus was cool. He had the big. His legs were like big tree trunks.
You know who I think is cool in a Spawn kind of way is Joe Sontag's character.
Oh, the Reaper character.
Yeah.
Who is it? The Reaper.
Reaper Destroyer.
Reaper Destroyer. I mean, it is so 90s. I mean, it is 90s, but a really fun looking character. I'd like to try to draw him.
Yeah, I ordered the silver ash can that he's putting out now. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. I can't even see this. You got to zoom
That's
in.
what I'm saying. This is going to be a difficult one if you need to.
What about Death?
The Reaper Destroyer guy reminds me of something that would be in he'd be in like Wildcats or something.
Yeah. No.
Like that.
He's more like the Darkness.
Yeah, but
the Darkness is cool.
I think he like Jim Lee's Wildcats. That's like something because he has like this sharp hand, like sharp drawn fingers, and he has a mask, in a hood and stuff. It's very Jim Lee looking.
I think that what was I going to say? Johnny Phantasm, I think is.
I was going to say that's a pretty good one. Yeah, that's a
definitely
good one.
One of the most interesting characters.
Yeah,
I don't remember what he looks like. Doc Salem, maybe? Doc Salem's pretty cool looking.
No, I think Johnny Phantasm has more of an iconic look. He's that guy.
I can't think of what he looks like.
He's right beside Chanu right there in the top, and he has purple on, right? And he has his golden guns, his golden like.
Oh, Johnny Phantasm you're talking about?
Yeah,
right here.
But there's different versions of Johnny Phantasm. I think that's like the 1970s.
He actually is thinking like toy lines when he does his because he has all these action figures of it.
Yeah. That's cool though. Yeah, I like that Johnny Phantasm looks good.
I'm looking up images. I really like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
What about the boys from
oh yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
The bald-headed boys from
Mary Boys?
Mary Boys. Yeah, they're pretty good. There they are.
And very simple, iconic and simple.
Yeah.
Amanda B, welcome.
What's up, Amanda B?
Says it needs to be a decoder for.
Amanda B got an issue of Hero 2. Have you read it, or have you just looked at it?
She just looked at the beauty of it. Didn't need to read it.
Yeah, there's Johnny Phantasm.
That's a pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the upside down cross. That always bugs me.
Oh, look!
Danny!
Oh no, Danny!
Joey Skeleton face. Joey Skeleton face is cool.
Who we got, man? Let's see. Oh, what about
all right, look. Cecil. Cecil's one. Dick's
one. It just annoys me looking at him. I'm sorry.
I know, but you can't. You gotta admit.
I mean, anything can be iconic if you make a fat guy in his underwear with a mask on. It's just, It's
he's not. I always draw him in his underwear or naked, but that's not actually the character. He wears pants.
Oh, he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just always draw him without pants.
I stopped paying attention to Cecil the second I heard him open his mouth. So.
This guy's kind of no, we're not doing that here, Cal.
That's not drama.
This guy's kind of forgettable right here.
No, he's iconic.
He is iconic.
You could give that to a 7-year-old and they could draw him.
They sure could, because I can't draw very good. What about go back down to the right and Frega's character, the
oh yeah, those guys.
What's his name?
Sniper.
That guy is pretty iconic looking.
Which one is he? I don't see.
Where?
It's hard to see him. You
He's
can
here,
only...
but only his head is poking out.
Oh yeah. What
Seems
is
like
it?
I should find
Pineapple.
Yeah, that's the name of
Something.
the story. But
Yeah.
What's the big Grim Reaper armor looking dude you have on the left?
This guy right here. I think he's just called the Grim Reaper, isn't he?
That
Oh,
looks
yeah.
cool.
What's he
It's,
from?
Death, yeah.
Only Death Can Save Us.
Oh, that's pretty cool looking. I like
Yeah.
that.
Russ, what's his name? Russ
Leach.
Leach, yeah. No, that's actually a cool looking comic.
There's so
Dude,
many
for
characters in
real.
CG now. It's really hard to keep track.
Black
Oh, yeah.
Flag is the name of that character. Thank you, Amanda.
Black Flag.
Black
I thought his
Flag,
name was
right.
Sniper.
Thank you,
Wasn't it
Amanda.
Sniper? The comic is Black Flag.
I don't know.
I think the character's name is Sniper.
Okay. Well, you'd know better than us, probably.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know.
Would you consider any of the early Your Boy characters as iconic? Like the super team? I can't remember the name of them.
Jawbreakers. I still
Devil
get.
Dog.
I
Probably.
still get Jawbreaker updates. Jawbreakers Lost Souls updates. I still get them. I got one like yesterday.
He's still sending them out.
He's still sending them out.
Really?
Yeah, still waiting
Yeah,
on 3. It's only been
I'm
like 2
gonna
years now.
pull it up. I want to see what's about. Hold on.
I think I mean I like the way the Jawbreakers look. I think they're pretty.
Yeah.
They could be
They're-
iconic.
They
They're
remind
cool
me
enough.
of Image, like Weapon X, not Weapon X, Weapon. Sorry,
Thank
Team
you. What
6,
about
Team
Sniper? Is the
7.
character's name?
What
Oh, yeah.
about? Thank you.
Remember that in Wild or in Image, Team 6, Team 7, those guys.
Yeah.
Like that's what kind of reminds me of.
You're right.
I think your boy should
Reese
should
does
hire
deserve
a
it.
writer or something though, because I did what I've read wasn't good, but I like the character designs.
For
Yep.
what? Sorry.
For Jawbreakers,
For
I don't know. Maybe
Jawbreakers?
the second book is better, but
The first book.
after the first book, I checked out.
I didn't care for the first book, but I really liked the second one. I thought it was really good.
Okay, that's cool.
He kind of
Look,
you
what-
could tell he was
On
honing
the
his skill a little more.
13th. On the 13th, he sent something out, and it's to the people of Jawbreakers Lost Souls graphic novel. But
Oh, jeez.
it's
That was the first
only
one.
1 week. The new Theosophy book launches on Indiegogo. What is this even about? By Richard Meyer. I don't know.
Yeah, he has another book coming out.
He's
Not
using it.
Jawbreakers,
It's Theosophy. He's using it to promote his new book.
Who's the guy with lightning right there, kind of in the middle?
This guy right here,
Yeah.
Sovereign.
Where?
Oh,
Oh
Man, that's iconic. If that book ever came out, because
Yeah.
he's a very cool looking character.
well, I know for real. That one, buddy, that one is the one that I wish he could turn it around. And honestly, I love the art in Detective Dead. If he could turn that around and make it happen,
Oh, yeah.
I'd be happy.
The artist is great. I'm still, my jury's still out on whether the story would be any good or not.
No, it's just
What?
the spirit.
Yeah, Critias, I don't know. Like,
Well, Critias had a couple of good ideas.
he had a couple, but look, I remember watching a stream. He was on with Elliot Rodriguez, and he was like paying Elliot to do this character design, and he's like, he basically describes America Chavez except with like short shorts on. And he's like, no, she needs shorter shorts than that. And I was like, what am I watching?
Go shorter.
He's like, he was like, she's like Captain America except a girl and like really strong.
Needs to be
And like,
iconic.
and she's
Shorter
like,
shorts.
and she's like from the Bronx and she like fights. And I was like, no, it was
Wait,
bad. It was
isn't
bad.
America Chavez like Superman though? Isn't she like
She's like Hispanic.
she can fly and
Wait, can she? I don't know if she can fly. Can she fly? Maybe.
well, I just know I'm judging from my
Oh.
my knowledge from the Lego video games.
What
The
about
Lego Marvel video
Deathsworn?
game.
That's what I
Deathsworn's
was
a good
about
one.
to say.
Yeah,
Deathsworn.
I was
Deathsworn's
gonna
a
say
good one.
that.
one.
Yeah,
That one,
Deathsworn's
too.
super iconic looking.
That one's
Yeah.
got to be probably one of the more iconic of.
I'd agree.
Of CG for sure.
Oh,
Okay,
and
look, this-
Terror in the Trenches, Vaughn's new book. That guy's. I know he didn't create him, but he's pretty iconic looking.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
does. Yeah, he's
Um,
iconic.
How about? Oh man, I just left my brain when I was.
How about
looking at
Red
all these other
Rooster?
characters. I mean, no.
That book is so boring. I'm sorry.
Dude, you're not
It's
supposed
so
to slam other
boring.
creators.
This isn't the
No,
point of this.
no,
Isn't to diss on people's books. Just,
I'm just,
Yeah.
it's not iconic. It's not iconic looking, and it's boring. The art is really good, but reading the book is such a slog. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be negative. You guys keep bringing up crap though.
Hey, what about Dragon Slayer Aldrake?
Oh.
I see him.
Dragon.
Hey,
what's that? Dragon Slayer.
That was Wenger's book.
That's Winger. That's Winger. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm doing the design a lot of justice.
Winger cracks me.
The Ace is pretty iconic looking. He's kind of got that.
He's a Mandalorian.
He looks like a Mandalorian, but he's iconic looking.
What's that? What's that from?
That's Ace Acevedo.
Yeah.
Not
what about that Clayman?
Clayman is iconic looking.
Yeah, Clayman's pretty iconic.
Yeah.
He's up there.
He sticks out too.
Yeah, he sticks out.
He does.
Yeah, I've never read it. I could never keep track of if he had an actual comic for this guy or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I know he does a bunch of stuff with it.
Yeah, it's really hard to keep track of like what this character is actually from.
What about says Rip Winger?
Did he die?
He's still around.
He's just not in the stratosphere as much as he used to be.
He had a bad week.
He had a bad week.
And then disappeared for a little while.
He ran afoul. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
He ran afoul. But you know what? I think he's from Kentucky or West Virginia, or
he's from Tennessee.
Is he?
Yeah, it's right probably down the street from you.
I don't think that accent is Tennessee.
He's totally from Tennessee, guaranteed.
Confirmed. Yeah, Lord Ravener. I'm waiting on Peregrine also, but I know it's shipped, but it's been stuck on the pending or like the shipping label stage for like 2 months. So
Peregrine is
confirmed.
Well-designed character.
Peregrine. I don't know if I've seen
Peregrine. I like her
Peregrine.
first costume. The second one was kind of hard to draw. I remember.
Who did Peregrine?
That's graded 0.5, like
right on. Yeah, I know you're talking
Chief
about.
Justice and all those guys.
Yeah.
Well, what about any of the graveyard shift characters? Which ones are those are iconic for you guys?
I don't have any of the books,
think the girl.
No.
Yeah. She has that X-Men look to her.
Yeah.
I think the monster, Mick.
Bullet hole in her forehead.
Monster.
Oh yeah, Mick the Monster there. Yeah. I mean they're I like that they went with that like X-Men style uniform.
Yeah.
They had a cool formula for that book for sure.
I think I'm biased because I got to write Mick, so I really like his character. I got to give him some backstory and some depth. Yeah, but I really like his character. I think he's really cool looking too.
Yeah, he is
interesting.
Cool.
I enjoy those books. I like the story was pretty cool.
Have we said hello to Lord Ravener?
No, say hi.
Hello, Lord. I answered a second ago, but hello.
It'll be 2 years in May. What is he talking about?
Is he talking about Peregrine?
Oh.
But we should say hey to what about?
They're trying to fulfill. I don't know what the packages are getting.
Hey, what about? And hey, my sketchbook 340.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey.
We're currently talking about which CG character would you consider to be iconic?
Appearance.
It was a question.
This is like a Where's Waldo game we're playing right now.
I really liked Cyborg USA when that was coming out.
Oh yeah.
He's kind of disappeared, but I thought that was such a cool, like it was like American Gladiators with like cyborg parts.
Mm-hmm.
So Amanda, what did you not think was exciting when people were talking about it? But the comments, I want to know what you're referring to. In that
maybe
comment.
still Peregrine.
I like
maybe Peregrine. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's the guy with the red gun?
Oh, Graveyard
Graveyard Shift. Got it. Yeah.
Yeah, red gun guy. Oh, what is his name? It's from Selena and Mike, the Chibis. I can't think of his name right now. Drawing a blank. It was like a cowboy one.
Yeah.
You're right, Amanda. I was just you're like
30
seconds behind us, I think. So
we're all over the place tonight.
I know. Sorry, we're all that's more our fault, not your fault.
It's a chill stream for sure.
It's chill stream. Scroll around a little bit more.
Who's the girl with the blast coming out of her eye?
That's one of Cyborg USA ones.
Okay, that's a neat looking little drawing.
Gotta use the little boys' room. Be right back. I can hear you. Keep
going. I like to know that we're with Cal in the bathroom.
I know it. Let's talk to him.
We're with him.
Let's make it weird. What do you want to say?
I don't want to say anything.
Cal,
Hey, Cal.
relax.
Let it flow, Cal.
Just relax. Start at the top of your
Just
head,
let it
Cal.
fall
Relax all the way to
all the way down to your heels.
so awkward. What about let's see what who's
my sketchbook agrees with me. He says Cyberfrog.
Cyberfrog, yeah.
Yeah, my thing. So my thing with Cyberfrog, a very cool looking character. When I was talking about iconic, and I this was a question Donald DeLay had asked a few months ago about like if there are characters that actually look iconic, not just cool. And my argument against Cyberfrog being that as my test for that is, can a child draw the character from memory? And I think a kid would have a hard time remembering the details on Cyberfrog.
Is that
I think it's a trickier character to. Not that he isn't. I mean, I guess my standard for what you would consider iconic is a little different. But
that's your criteria.
My criteria, yeah. Like, can a kid remember it and draw it, and would they still find it interesting? And so,
yeah.
Maybe other kids. I think I would have struggled trying to I had a hard time currently drawing that character because there's a lot of little details.
My sketchbook says not sucking up. But Hero has an iconic design, especially
he does too.
He does. I agree with you 100%, and I appreciate that.
Yes,
and I know.
And me and Macho know that Hero 2 is going to be even more so.
Yes, I definitely think so. It's going to be cool. Of course, Mark doesn't agree with me, Big Wolf.
What? No. It's all subjective. No. That's not.
That's
true.
funny. That's funny. Yeah.
Don't say that. That's not how I work. No. I might be wrong on it. That's kind of my standard. Is are they? It's kind of a simplicity for me. Is what I consider that.
Yeah.
Like the Supermans and the Batmans. Like any kid can draw. Like a Spider-Man or a Superman and get the basic look. I think Cyberfrog would be trickier. Is all.
Hey, go back over to the other side, Mark, real quick, or whoever's controlling this thing.
I've got a comment after Macho.
Whoever's controlling this. All right, who is that? Iron Fist, or is that somebody's character with the glowy hands? Glowy hands above to all the way on the edge, left edge. No, down a little bit underneath Acevedo's character, the Ace.
This guy right here. Oh, this guy right here. No, that's one of. Oh man, now I'm suddenly blanking on everybody's names.
I know there's so many.
Chimera, one of his characters.
Okay, that's a cool drawing, by the way.
I like that one. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, I was happy with that one.
Okay, What About has a great point. He says The People is a character from Lost Pages. Okay, so have you guys seen The People?
No.
Oh, from Lost Pages? No, The People.
I haven't seen it.
Is he the American guy?
Yes. He's like the Punisher and Captain America had a baby. And but he is he's a brutal character, but he's got this like American flag on his face. And dude, for real, super iconic and actually unique. I'm really into that character.
There's a character from Marvel like that did the American flag on his face.
Yeah, but this is
it Warhead?
No, it's
no. What's his name?
It's don't talk to me right now, Cal. Hold on. I'm just checking. It's somebody in the chat's gonna say it.
We'll find it.
He's part of the weapon program, by the way.
I'm sure he probably
I just watched the video. I can't remember his name though.
Yeah. Man, there are so many characters. Are all these characters like okay? This is a loaded question, and I'm not trying to start
Nuke.
Anything,
His name's
okay?
Nuke.
Nuke. I was just gonna say Nuke.
Oh yeah, Nuke.
But are all these characters Comicsgate characters?
At one point they all were. Clayman is not, and I remember at the time, I said something about he's like, oh well, I'm not actually CG, but I got no problem, whatever. He just wasn't.
Yeah.
Hey,
T-Bunny, what up?
T-Bunny.
Yep. Nuke,
so not CG, but he really wanted to be in the collage. So, sure.
Well, then if he doesn't have a problem with CG, then
no, it's nothing like that. I think he just
Is that
so pretty much everybody
flaming sword?
What's that? This is one of Starblade's.
Starblade's got it.
Yeah, those guys looked awesome.
Yeah. Kyle did a good job with those. I see Magic Cop in there.
I liked this guy. I don't know if he actually had a name. He was from the Abductees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, abductables.
Yeah, abductables or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, that
was
was
like an Arnold Schwarzenegger, right?
Yeah,
he was
like in his underwear just killing little aliens.
Yes!
The whole time. Yeah.
It was like Duke Nukem, like killing little. My comic was great, by the way. If you ever get a chance to look that one, Michael Derrick.
Who's the guy?
Derrick. Yeah.
He's actually hilarious and writes really good comedy.
Yeah, that comic was. He had sent it to me, a digital copy when I was working on this because he wanted the guy in there. I was like, oh, I'll check it out. So I looked at it though, and I was like, I was loving every second of that comic. I loved it.
How many of these characters on this page have had interactions with 7 of 9?
Probably almost all of them.
It's like that guy. I love that he has become a character in it, in like himself. Like he himself is part of the CG, like or just like this indie comic movement's history. He's just like inserted himself in. It's great.
Oh, by the way, Sketchbook wrote, by the way, a kid don't need the design details, Mark. It's all about the silhouette. Yeah, that might be true. I mean, I could be totally wrong in my my take on that.
Most likely.
Yeah, most likely. I'm usually wrong about most things.
Can you zoom in again on Road Warrior Drake? Is that his name, Road Warrior Drake?
Yeah, this guy right
Road Warrior. I said Dragon Slayer.
Big Duck.
I said Dragon Road Warrior.
Okay, not Road Warrior Drake.
There's these two guys. Okay, all Drake, and then there's Drake.
Okay. Either, but especially the one with the helmet.
I can't see.
All Drake. This guy right here.
Where is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
Your version of that is awesome.
It is great.
Like, I wish that you would, work with Winger and make that book.
If you had asked at the time, I might have.
Dude, your style,
it is really good. Yeah,
and that
is good.
And that weird story would go hand in hand. I love it.
Hang on one second. I gotta.
T-Bunny says 7 of 9 is in his book. He's the CG Stan Lee. You're right. That's exactly who he is.
The CG Stan Lee.
He is the CG Stan Lee. That's funny.
Yeah.
Look at this thing.
Oh man, everyone's been talking in chat. I haven't even looked at.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people. What's the like red bat creature up near the top?
This is from that same one with the guy with the fire hands. What is that?
Okay.
Does anyone know what the heck it's called?
I know what it is. I know what it is.
I've been like, I try to keep up, but man, there's so many characters.
Too many.
Yeah, it's not like a thing of lack of interest. I can't keep track of every.
Yeah, it's hard.
Title name. But it is a cool kind. It's like these two brothers that are. I don't know if like
SOS.
SOS, yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, Amanda just got it. SOS.
Yeah, it's like a very supernatural premise, like the show.
Got it.
I think Amanda is like the female 7 of 9. She knows a lot about this stuff because she backs a lot.
I'm thinking she might be an algorithm too, like Stat Hero.
We just keep getting the algorithms.
Yeah, which is fine.
What about the chromosome guy? You remember?
Oh yeah,
he's over there. Yeah, there he is.
Nuts.
That dude was super nice. Wasn't he like UK? He's CG UK, right?
UK. Yeah, he's UK.
Oh, is he UK?
Yeah, he's UK. He was super nice to us. We went on. We talked to him.
We had a conversation with him.
Yeah, he's good.
What happened to him? Is he still around?
I think he got disenfranchised a little bit.
That character was kind of cool though.
That whole comic looked like something straight out of like an 80s.
Yeah, it did.
Like indie comic or something. It looked awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to say something publicly.
Oh, here we go.
I saw where Ink Spots put a tweet out that said something about he's thinking about quitting comics or whatever. Sounds like he's pretty frustrated at the moment, probably for either the amount of effort it goes into comics or what he's getting paid. I'm not sure what exactly is the issue because he didn't specify, but I just want to say that it is really, really hard to do this. And every one of these characters that's on here, it has a creator that went the distance got it made, and most of them got them out. There's a few exceptions that are not out yet, but all of these creators represented here, it's pretty impressive. And so, Inkspots is going to have some books out, and I hope that he sticks around because that guy is so.
Yeah, his
I really
art's
want him
really
to make
good.
that Rock and Roll Kid book. It looks so stinking good.
No, that I found out that is a part of an anthology book that's coming out from Ink Slayers.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, he's a part of Ink Slayers, which is a conglomerate of about 4 or 5 guys. Sim is one of them. Scotsman is one of them.
Okay.
I can't remember all who else. Ink Spots is in there, but they're going to put out a book, I think this year or soonish, where they have several stories.
I'm telling you I'll tell you, I think that Rock and Roll Kid one might be iconic.
I know, it looks cool.
Yeah.
Looks really cool.
Oh, yeah, I know you were pulling my chain sketch, but it is a good point though. Who is Ink Spots? Ink Spots he's the colorist on Cash Grab, and he's just he's a really good artist.
Great artist.
Yeah, phenomenal. One of my favorite actually in the whole group. Yeah, I don't know. He's been on a lot of stuff. He's done like covers, and he's done coloring on people's stuff, and I think he did one of the covers for the Natverse, one of Sim's comics. So he's incredibly talented, but he hasn't. I don't think he's put out a comic yet.
I think Cash Grab will be his first full length.
But even then, he was just a colorist on it. So like even his art isn't really, on full display because his art itself is really, really good. Colors are great too. I mean, that's
just type in Ink Spots in Twitter and follow him and see what he's about because it's a pretty.
And also
pretty
just a nice dude too. He's a solid guy.
Cool guy, absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, he's really good. But I noticed he's been getting frustrated. But he also needs to get a comic out too if that's what's bugging him.
Once you get over the hump, I mean, honestly, like getting Hero completed and out was like putting blood in the water with a shark. I mean, like once it's done, you're like exhausted, especially after you get all the shipping done. But then once you've gotten a couple of months away from it, you're like, I can't just sit idle. We got to do something, So like we just keep tinkering with it with what little time we have. We're both working people, so we tinker with it as best we can, But slowly but surely, that thing's going to come out because it's just too much fun not to.
Yeah.
Lord Ravener says she. Does she have like a specific costume that she wears? I feel like I've seen like a whole bunch of different ones. Like I picked one, but
yeah, I would say she is not iconic not because I don't like the character, but because she's basically based on a Asian assassin type Geishan girl.
I'm gonna tell Billy you said that.
No, Billy, I love Billy.
He loves you too. Man, he's gonna be heartbroken to hear that.
No. But in the capacity that we're talking about, no.
Yeah, if she had a specific costume that she always wore, I think.
That's
kind of. I'm literally going visually. Not in terms of.
That's what I'm
saying
too. Yeah.
I'm telling you, I think if I'm picking one that is the most iconic, Death Swarm's gonna be hard to beat.
You think so?
Oh my gosh,
yeah, Death Swarm is
here.
pretty good. Oh, there he is. Where in the world is Leof Kruppen?
It's question.
What?
When was the last time we had Sean in the chat?
Yeah,
we've been graced. We really have been graced. Everyone.
Thank you.
A blessed evening.
Thanks for
right at the 2-hour mark, by the way.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, we didn't do top that tonight, Macho. You get your wish. You get to write a pitch
good. I'll write it for next week.
From that,
I thought those were good. I thought those prompts were good.
Yeah, they're good prompts. I had fun writing this pitch.
Yeah, the Japanese armor padding she has and the geisha hairdo. Yeah, I mean, I guess just the geisha look. I know there needs to be a little more than that, but I would say there was somebody I was looking at. I actually think Lug is a pretty fun looking character. I just think that's a fun one.
Yeah.
You draw that great too.
Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah, it's just like it's hard to go wrong with like the way you draw that character. I think she's just an interesting.
She has 80s lady shoulder pads, and that disqualifies her from iconic designs. Yeah. I mean, he's spot on with that.
Hey, if she still wears them in the current ones, then I say iconic. Still rock them in the 2000s.
Yeah. So if you guys can only pick one, who you picking? I already said mine. Come on, who's the most iconic?
The most? You picking the most now? I didn't know if you were doing that.
I just decided that's what we're doing.
You just decided, okay.
I just decided. So I mean, Deathsworn is going to be hard to beat. I think that character is really iconic. Oro did a good job with that.
So you're picking Deathsworn?
I think so. I think I'm gonna, because that's the one that keeps jumping out to me.
I don't know if I'm going Deathsworn. I think
most iconic
Horns doesn't hit me the same way.
Gosh,
you know what?
What?
You got something to say?
Me?
You?
I don't know. It's really difficult to pick the most iconic.
I'm going Lug, but that's personal
Lug.
preference. I know
Lug's
no one else is
pretty
probably going to go Lug, but I like Lug.
Oh man.
Yeah, Brutus does have a have a very recognizable design.
That's actually who I was going to pick. I'm going to pick Brutus the best.
You're gonna pick Brutus? Is he on the? Is he on there? Where's he at?
He was like one of the first ones I did. He's right there.
I don't see.
I was already going to say Brutus.
You don't see him?
I can't. Oh, there it is. I see him. Yeah.
I love the veins. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. One thing about Brutus is I think he was inspired. I think we talked to Donald about this, that he was a big Trencher guy. He loved Trencher.
Yeah.
And he's kind of loosely inspired a little bit by Trencher, and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
T-Bunny says Colonel Ironsides will be. Hey, I dig that character a lot, man. Get him out.
Colonel Ironsides.
Yeah, it's one of T-Bunny's characters.
That's cool. That's a good name. That's a great name.
Gunship Thunder Punch.
Okay, yeah. All right. He's very large.
There he is. That was the very first one I did. This whole collage was
Is it? That was the first one? That's cool.
Because I thought he looked really cool. So, I mean, he might be. Hard to draw, though. That's my problem, though. Is how do you... I don't know. I guess any Transformer is hard to draw, but they're iconic also.
Yeah.
I've got three. I've got one that I'm going to pick, but I've got two honorable mentions.
He always has to do this. He always has to like overachieve.
I like the DS Boys character that is the alter ego.
This guy, Krim.
Her. It's a lady.
Girl.
Where is it?
Yeah. There's two of them. I mean, which one do you think is iconic?
The bodybuilder girl monster.
Well, it's two different characters. One's her imaginary.
Well, the imaginary version.
Well, this one. Okay, so this guy here.
Well, what else is there? I don't see another.
Well, it's the dude is the character you're thinking of, but the girl is a separate character. It's just that this is her imaginary friend.
Yeah. That character is really just fun. I just love the look of that character. It's purple and like green, fire and like just this really bold design. So I just like that one for boldness.
He's fun.
And I like go back out a little bit.
Who's the one with the card?
That's also from Lost Pages. It's a wild card.
Oh, okay.
Wild card. Who's the other one
Cool
I had? Aldrake, I just think is a fun.
Aldrake's a pretty good one.
It might just be the way you've drawn it, which is just so great with your style. But I really do like Aldrake as an iconic looking character. But I'm giving it to Death.
Yeah.
Death. Okay.
My vote goes to Death.
Wow. All right.
Because everybody's seen Death shrouded, but this is like a warrior Death that we haven't seen before. So.
He's a really fun design. I like that. Simple too. I think a child could remember that design.
I agree.
Yeah. I'll say honorable mention to Groken, but no human being knows how to draw this character.
What is that?
That's Rockefort's. Just I don't even know if I drew him right or even got any of it right. Like there was so much stuff going on in that character.
Sketchbook says the buckler is iconic. He ripped off the Phantom's look.
The
just
Red
a
Phantom?
roided out Phantom. But then he said the Canadian Shield is his pick. Recognizable, easy to draw in color.
He's not in here yet, but I do need to get him in here.
Canadian Shield. Yeah, Rick.
Is that
Rick
your boy Cross Comics?
Rick will lose it if you put Canadian Shield in there.
I'm planning on it. Dude, a bunch of people want to get in here.
Dude, Rick will lose his crap.
I feel like Mutt will lose his crap if he
he'll
gets in here.
spit. Rick will spit like his Canadian soft drink out everywhere, and he will not believe
his Canadian Shasta,
his Canadian Shasta,
and his off-brand peanut butter cups.
Everybody, right now, go to what's it called? The Pied Piper of
Hamilton.
The Pied Piper of Hamilton. Everybody go to
it's Sexy Rick.
Sexy Rick Piper, and comment on one of his videos where he tastes
it's called
Canadian snack food. It's amazing.
It's called Canadian snack food.
Go check it out and leave him a comment. It would make his day.
Crom,
yeah.
Crom. Oh, Pops. What's up, Pops?
Is that a capybara? What is that? The one that you put on there?
Huh?
Did you put a Crom on there, right? A creature from Crom.
Is it Crom this thing right here? Or is that Crimson?
Where are you at?
I don't know where you are.
I can't tell you.
Oh, hang on. This guy? Is that what we were? Oh no. Crom. I'm sorry. Yeah. Pop's character, Crom. My bad. I'm getting all these characters mixed up. Yeah, the little gremlin-looking guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah.
He's a fun design. I like him.
So you guys all agree
Rick's gonna be on. Rick's gonna be on Drawn and Quartered tomorrow.
He won the Ultimate Edition.
Oh, he did?
Shoot.
Yes. Rick.
Rick is on a roll,
dude.
Rick
roll.
He never gives up. Like, you got to hand it to that guy. He will never give up.
He has nothing else to do.
Come on now. Come on now.
But I'm agreeing with you on Death.
Yeah,
I'm changing my answer.
Right. I'm right about
with you on that one.
Death's pretty good. But for the mass audience, I still think Deathsworn is going to be more recognizable.
I will say special honorable mention Captain Love, because I think it's simple enough and easily recognizable too, with the ponytail and the H on the chest. So I actually dig that design quite a bit.
Cal, do you change your vote also to Death?
No,
mine's still Brutus the badass. Even though Donald seems to be ignoring me, I love his character. I love it.
My favorite part about Brutus is the hair. That's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pompadour.
That's what does it. It's the hair that does it, honestly. Without the hair, he's not iconic.
He's Pitt with a pompadour.
No,
Johnny
in my sketchbook, you don't have to pick from this collage, I don't guess.
Yeah, this is just what we had for
reference. It'd be more fun if you picked from here, because we could zoom in on it, but you don't have to pick from here.
Yeah, somebody should find that tweet by Donald DeLay and retweet it.
It was a long time ago, and he deletes tweets routinely, so I don't know if it's even still out there.
No,
but, Johnny Phantasm too.
Yeah, Johnny Phantasm, it's a good one. Yeah,
I don't like the upside down cross. That bothers me. But,
yeah,
I don't like seeing that. But.
We didn't mention First Man. I would say he ranks in iconic.
Because
I mean,
he has a classic superhero costume. I don't know if it ranks as iconic to me though.
You got Wraith up there. He looks awesome. Isn't that Wraith? Is that the name of the character?
Yeah, that's Wraith. Yeah. Yeah, I'll say that there's definitely there's no shortage of characters that have the potential, I think, to be iconic, get enough of them out. But yeah, it's good stuff. I don't know.
It's good. We did a lot of heavy lifting tonight.
Yeah, look at us. We actually had a topic out of the blue, and
and then Spider-Man sitting there eating a chili dog.
He's got to sell those hot dogs. That was
the jet.
Boy Zach analogy. Sell the hot dog.
Yeah,
that's funny.
Do you think that's still? I'm not trying to get it going, but do you think that still applies?
What, sell the hot dogs?
Yeah, like the analogy. Do you think it still applies? Do you think that people are getting that? Are they?
I don't know. What about the analogy? Don't you think applies?
Is CG living up to the just make the hot dogs and get them out to the people?
When they get them out, yes. I think CG has a problem. They're very slow at making the hot dogs.
The hot dogs have been on the roller thing for a while.
They're cold hot dogs at this point, but
they're like the 7-Eleven dogs that are crunchy.
Yeah, on the rollers where you never know how long they've been in there.
Yeah, it would be nice.
Is it hours or days? Sorry, Mark.
No, you're fine.
My sketchbook. The answer to your question is that there was an analogy that your boy had back in 18, something like that.
Yeah, that's when this whole thing kind of started. Off.
He basically was just saying that Marvel and DC are hot dog vendors. Their job is to make the hot dog and sell the hot dog. You know, not to make a social. Not to make political observations with their work.
Oh my gosh!
Cal's hot dog got up and walked away.
Hot dogs can't walk. Yeah.
But yeah, that was the analogy. I don't know. I mean, I don't think the analogy goes away. I think the analogy is still relevant. I don't know if CG has necessarily lived up to it. I think the issue is just timing. You know, I think in terms of not pushing ideologies and stuff and just making a product, I think it's lived up to that for the most part. But it would be nice if there was a way to actually distribute like weekly floppies, monthly floppies and stuff like that. The problem is everybody makes a giant graphic novel. It takes years to get done. Even the quick ones take a while. And so you're not getting that, you're not getting the fast food hot dogs. You're getting like these gourmet meals that you have to like get reservations for years in advance at a fancy restaurant. And
that's a good analogy. Yeah. R2D2 says he didn't like all the hot dogs he's gotten so far.
Love you too.
They're not perfect. I mean, you kind of get what you get when you're going to deal with indie comics, I guess.
Sometimes you get hot dogs that got dropped once.
Sometimes you get a hero.
Sometimes you get a tasty, delicious hot dog.
That thing's like that's a chili dog.
Yes.
With cheese on
it.
Like
a chili mustard onions.
That's like one of those sausages you get outside the baseball parks. Those tasty, all the peppers and onions on them.
Man, it makes me really hungry. I'm hungry right now.
I could eat a dog right now.
I could. I haven't had a hot dog in a while, and I might. Did you ever
get a hot dog at Happy's Flea Market?
I have absolutely eaten a hot dog from Happy's Flea Market.
Oh my gosh!
They had the red
guys.
The red wieners.
Why don't do that? Don't do that.
This isn't code. It's a real place.
No. I know it's not cool. I don't know. We don't know
it was. It's now a series of public storage facilities.
Just the thought of you guys like ogling over like these flea market hot dogs.
Flea is in the name. It just grosses me out.
Where we used to live was actually the hot dog capital of the world. We had a place.
You still went to the flea market.
The weenie stand.
The Roanoke Wiener Stand.
Bye, Rusty.
Yeah. The Wiener Stand was really good.
I want to go there. I haven't been in a while. Like I've been wanting to go.
Yeah,
the Wiener Stand.
You have to go. You get 3. There's nothing on it but mustard and chili. And
mustard, chili, onions, man. That's how you get it.
That's right. Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, that is a perfect comparison sketch.
We need more.
You get a tasty hot dog. Maybe you leave with Hep B.
Look, you guys want to know how I'm so like healthy and strong? It's because I eat at places like the flea market and in the Wiener Stand.
Yeah, and the Salem.
What disgusting place are you going to say now?
The Salem what?
The fair, Salem Fair.
Oh, the Salem Fair, yeah.
Macho goes, and he's so excited every time.
I do not go to the Salem Fair. I go to the Buchanan Fair. I do not go to the Salem Fair.
You used to all the time.
He says CG is.
I did not. I've been to the Salem Fair like twice.
You love to eat that fair food.
Look, for real though, my sketchbook for real. There's this story I read, and it has frightened me from any gas station food that's not like a super highly processed thing. And it was a story I read while I was on an airplane one time, and this lady and her daughter were driving across the country, and she basically stopped and got some food from a gas station, and like her health started declining, and she was like hallucinating, and all these terrible things were happening to her, and her skin was like peeling and all this like just terrible things, and she was bleeding out of her mouth, and she had a tapeworm in her from sushi she got at a gas station.
Don't get sushi at a gas station,
and so
lunatic.
ever since then, I've like, I'm not buying any fresh food at a gas station. I'm going to buy chips and gummy bears, and that's what it's going to sustain me on a road trip.
You're probably safe having a hamburger or a hot dog, but freaking sushi.
Maybe she bought gas station sushi, and she almost died. That terrible story will never leave me. It's the worst.
That's a no-no.
And on that
I'll have
note,
that engraved on your headstone.
When is Arnie gonna pop in here?
That's what I'm talking about. Look, he says gas station will either kill you or give you superpowers.
Before you launch it, Cal, just let me say, I love you all.
Love all of you.
Love you
Every
all.
one of you.
You're not supposed to be able to say that before he does it.
Look,
does what?